He was like,
she said,
I
drugs.
want
She said,
to. Like he was like, I want to.
and she was like, oh, you want me to spit some? Yes, we you can add people to all of them, but we added him in.
We let him chime in.
What do you look like? A hot mess. He was just your type.
Rain Man.
Damn, can he hear you?
Yes, he can.
He's not. He wasn't sure. He didn't talk. He didn't like us. Oh, dang. I would have came off the top of the head, too. Sorry, guys. Oh, no, we have it with this game. Look, one of the things.
Oh, we mine now, right?
Yeah. So, look, Keisha, one of the things is mine. Oh, hopefully you can get it. I always make a song that doesn't work. I bet you do. Okay. Oh, do I have blue cheese?
Oh, yeah, you do. Right here.
Yes, when you guys do it first, yeah.
That wasn't even a drink foul.
It doesn't matter.
She said a drink foul.
A steel foul.
What, on the name?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because black and gold don't make you ombre, right? You gotta buy all these different brands to get the colors that you want.
Girl, it was crazy because it was three of us, black women in, have you been in the MBC right here?
Mm-hmm. They moved in bigger.
And we were all fussing, and it was crazy because I was standing back on the phone, and then I hear the one girl complaining, and then I hear the other lady complaining, and I was already complaining that they don't mix the colors anymore. You guys think you?
Oh, you know, like has it like one piece.
Yes, and it's just pretty. Because why? Because you're wealthy.
Okay.
Oh no, who's in charge of the girls?
I am in charge of the girls.
Because I didn't know. I was confused.
I said,
wow.
She was a madam, so I didn't know.
Are you a madam?
No,
No.
I'm
Disrespectful.
Here we go. Because she's been eating up that liquor fruit.
I mean, it took an hour.
They be talking about my thinking.
Hers was already
interesting. Why is it curved like that?
Look how they did my drink. And look at theirs.
How is it curved?
All that fruit.
Her drink was pretty, but look at it.
Cedric, look what they
She was
did to me.
eating and drinking.
I mean, her
What's
was
up,
all
lady?
over
Hey,
it.
Cedric.
Our number one.
Oh, what's up?
Look at how they have the fruit all pretty. And then my fruit is done.
Yeah. Oh, what happened?
The straws.
Small for the drink. But
It's
there's always somebody to come.
No. I'm not
Oh,
complaining.
no,
I'm just saying it's, you know, I can't get as much as I want.
You'd be like,
I don't know.
okay.
So good.
No, I don't. I mean, it's
I
like
want
I
to order. Oh, you did? She's always trying to get out of
Oh no, it just doesn't feel like regular. I'm sorry. Come on, Sonia. It's
I know.
It
It's
just
happy
come on,
now.
Sonia.
That's how she said it.
Oh yes. I mean, look at it. She's again. Hi, we are family. I got all my sisters with me. Hey. Thank you. Like this breaking the song whenever you want.
Okay.
Whatever song.
Oh, she cheers and you do the sign.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's the one that went to reach out earlier.
He wasn't on.
Oh, he was over here.
There you go. Yeah.
He's like, take a sucker. Ready? Okay, hey y'all, welcome to our happy hour. I hope you had a blessed and productive week. I'm Jay Fleet.
I'm Royalty.
I'm Keisha.
I'm Sonia.
And welcome to our happy hour.
You remember that night? I remember that night.
Yeah. If you ever see me like this, don't cheer. You just put my head on that way, right?
I did not see that.
No, what she did was she was drinking. You were already drinking.
Yeah, I was
already. She came over and she said, cheers.
Wait, I was already drinking?
Jen was already drinking.
Oh, my bad. I should just cheers home.
And you were like, what?
I didn't know. It was an off time.
I already did. It was a good time. We had a good time.
Yeah.
I did. I'm not trying to take advantage of it.
Okay, so tonight we'll be discussing some high profile hot topics, some girl talk to your meal, and we'll be playing who's most likely. They're so rude. While sipping on a drink Simply Vodka Fruity.
Yes.
Tropical Island. Aloha.
It's so good.
Okay, so we're just gonna be like just chatting. If you guys have any questions or anything, then
chime in.
go ahead and ask. And the first one is, do good girls and guys finish last? You know, they always say good guys finish last.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's true?
No.
No?
No.
Why?
Because the guys finish first.
The good guys don't think so.
No. It depends. I don't think all.
So you would rather have a good guy than a hood thug?
I just like men. All different kinds.
Good guy or thug?
Oh, I like a good guy.
Yeah, you should.
I do feel that they do finish last though, and good girls. I
Yeah.
feel like dudes.
Are you a good girl?
I am a good girl.
I'm a good girl.
I'm a good girl.
I don't finish last on here.
I choose bad
Good
boys
girl.
sometimes, but
Sonya's a bad girl.
All of us bad girl.
I think Sonya's a bad girl.
Sonya
be treated
I'm a
as
good
a
thug.
boy.
Not bad.
Why does you can't have a nerd, like a really handsome nerd who's real masculine?
I like men. I'll do.
I mean, it's okay to be a nerd too, you know.
How's a nerd a
Hey,
thug? Really?
I've never met a nerd. though.
Me either.
Mhm.
Me
I haven't.
either.
like.
Urkel's
What
not
a-
a
yeah.
nerd.
Not even a cute. Not even a cute.
But just somebody who's,
His eyes were too big.
just a good
So
guy.
you do
Who? You? No.
no.
I haven't been attracted to any thugs. But they don't really approach me.
No.
They'll look. They're the thugs. Why would they be scared of me? Like they're scared of you, bitch.
There's a thug.
So Quaylen said, "What a good man, and what's a nerd?" No. What's
Okay.
a good man, a nerd?
Well, no. Remember, I don't know if you guys ever were told. I've heard it before. When you're in high school, they'll say don't pay that much attention to the guys that are in sports and like the popular guys, because the nerds are going to be the billionaires, millionaires, and like the successful dudes.
And
that
who are the
really
nerds?
does
The
kinda-
ones that are into their books are the ones who
Yeah,
keep
what
quiet to
do you
themselves.
consider a nerd?
Yeah,
I'm
A nerd is like,
I'm a
yeah,
nerd.
all of it.
All that's nerds.
If we gonna do that.
I mean, yeah, you can't just
We're
label
talking
a
about
nerd
men in
as
high school.
Can we take a shot for the good guys?
Shot for the good guys. Good idea.
Oh,
And this is like 3 shots in
three shots in one.
Yeah,
That's
double
good.
shot. Let's get it going, girl.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, shots.
Shots to
Cheers.
the. Oh, thank you. Here, I'm gonna put some in your.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Oh, it's
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait. Oh, here, let me take mine.
Ooh, it's lemon.
Yay for the good guys.
Yay for the good
If
guys.
there's any good guys that want to chime in tonight, reach out.
So what? Good
Yeah,
guys
but what
or
is
good
a
guys?
good guy?
What is a good
Oh, I
guy? A
know.
good guy could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if you're good or bad until you really get to know somebody.
And
You can't
everybody's
label a person
version
a
is
good guy.
different.
That is true. That is
Everybody
true.
takes somebody's personality.
Okay,
or
so what is your
somebody's,
version of a good guy?
well dressed, classy,
Not too
respectful.
short.
Well, I don't know if you can wear hoochie shorts. They're around the house,
Mm-mm.
Role playing, baby.
Hell no.
So what about
It was too tight.
a good guy versus a bad guy? A nerd could be a bad guy.
You sure can. You breaking into codes.
Oh, that's what I like. Like you
computer
can be that
codes.
kind of.
Breaking into bank accounts. Well, he's a bad guy.
Well,
He's
he's
a
not a
nerd.
thug if he's breaking into banks.
I mean, like accounts and stuff like that. Because some nerds, get really into.
Oh no, she's
Mhm.
like that. Oh, we're all
You guys
talking.
are really, really.
I know. That was her threw me all off already.
I can't do it.
Okay, so did you say what a good man? Did you say what a good man is? What is a good man?
A good man is a provider, respectful,
We need a bill.
a man who tends to a woman's needs, a great
Like what needs?
communicator.
There's a lot of needs.
And he could be a thug, what makes you, I I mean,
You
what's
look
a
like
thug?
you like thugs.
Do
Oh,
it.
I don't have a pen.
What is a thug, though?
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, what is a thug?
You know what a thug
I
is,
know.
but Tupac was cute. Like, if that's
A
a
thug is not ugly.
Come on.
I just like men, so I'll take if we have great communication, if we have vibing on it, liking the same music, the same morals, then I don't know what's wrong. He could be a thug, a good guy. If I'm attracted to him, I'm just attracted to
So
him.
whoever you have a connection with.
Exactly.
I agree.
You know?
Same.
Yeah. And he's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
I won't date a bad guy. Because what's a bad guy?
You know what a bad guy is. And you
You never dated a bad guy?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Never.
Never.
No assholism.
I wouldn't date you.
No.
Have you dated
I
a bad
take time to to date somebody. I don't just jump into like all my relationships been long-term relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I don't just, I'm stuck in this. No.
Good.
What if a good man can do that thing you like? Is he still good? No, he's terrible.
Wait, what if
That's
that good
right.
man can't do that? Oh, is he saying like he doesn't know how to cook?
Wait, Cedric chimed in and said, I used to be a nerd. Quaylen chimed in and said, what's a good man, a nerd? And then he said, what if a good man can, oh my bad.
No, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead, because this is your job.
No,
Okay, but wait, why would I just why would I used to be a nerd, so you were a nerd, but now what are you now?
Yeah, Woody, no, he's not a thug.
Oh, you went. And
He's
Quaylen
a
says,
good
what
man,
if a
though.
good
He's a
man
real
can't do
good
that
man.
thing you like? Is he still good?
No, he's
What's
not.
that?
Yeah, you gotta
thing
be
you like?
specific. What's
You
that
talking
thing?
about
Thing.
that
That thing,
No, nobody's gonna be with somebody who can't do that thing,
I'm
right?
ready to go tonight.
Who's gonna do that? Who's gonna be with you if you can't?
That's not true.
I'm not.
What if you
my bad.
you saying that you don't fuck with, so you have a connection, and then you finally do it and it's trash.
I can't relate. I'm sorry.
But
Because while I'm talking to you, not to cut you off, Jay,
Mm-hmm.
but while I'm talking to you, I'm asking you what type of things you like. I'm telling you what I like. That's part of vibing, like I like oral. I like giving oral. We're grown, or I like massages, or I like to get choked. I like my hair pulled.
Mhm.
Letting you know, of course, What? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, I can let you know. I don't, just say, I don't like doggy style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're
Some
saying,
just
so
let
in the
them-
getting to know you process, that's when you find out what you like
Exactly.
and don't like. But are you saying that you sleep? What was your question? You're saying,
But if you
should've
can
tested
talk
out the
all
good.
you want, and then when you get with him, he's like, you're like, ugh, like
so you,
sometimes
That
they
never
turn you
happened to
off
me.
immediately.
Yeah, and I'm not going to
God.
talk to you no more.
Rosie don't play.
Why waste your time? Just like
Also, you can't learn. Like you didn't
I'm
want
not
to do
in
it.
I'm not in the business of teaching.
It's not your ministry to teach.
I'm not.
Yeah.
But,
But you guys still love each other. So he could
Yeah.
be good, but so what's the
I just
difference?
never had that problem, I'm saying.
Yeah.
That was the difference.
Have you? Oh, yeah.
I make love to your mind first.
I want to chime in. Like, chime in, so.
Oh man.
Like,
Make love.
you test out the goods first?
Mm-hmm.
You test out the goods first? And if he's not
Definitely not.
representing, do you get rid of him?
I will.
Rosie? Oh, you work with him? Oh, you're going to teach?
We're gonna work together. We're gonna roll together. We're gonna work together.
Oh, she
No,
said
you
it's
got
all
time.
things.
Well,
Don't just have to time.
you got the time.
Yeah, it's the time.
You got the time.
It depends.
You
Cause
got
you
to
still
go.
gotta
Okay,
learn that
Rosie, right.
person.
Out.
So
I take time to talk with you, to see your, to notice your likes and dislikes. You know, it's not just sex. Like in the beginning, I discussed, I'm planning on making you my man or whatever. I'm just jumping to, now that's different. we all had one night stands.
So if you go in the mindset of I'm not messing with you, I just want to sleep with you.
Okay. No, I never had a one night stand.
I mean, if you know we all.
Yeah, with you.
Like,
I
mean, not right.
No, we haven't.
Have you ever one night stand?
You all?
Wrong.
Well, you
got me wrong.
You
I
have
am-
one night stand? Sure.
I am particular
Thank you
about
for
the
being
deeds that
real.
go inside.
I would tell you.
Thank you for being
I've
real.
never been. No problem. I've never been that attractive. I have been attractive, but you can't. It may not be the first
No, I
night.
never did
It
that.
could be like the first night, maybe like the second night. You know what I'm saying?
You could be like a couple of months, but that's still considered one night stand to me. Maybe
If you don't talk to the person again, yeah, that's a one night stand. You
Right.
like okay, I figured like we tried it out, it didn't work. But if you still talk, it wasn't a one night stand. Yeah, it wasn't the one night stand. We're still talking. But if you're not talking, if we're not, if I'm not talking to you no more, it was a one night stand. I call you
Maybe
back.
I think one night stands. I think a one night stand is somebody that's not your man. That's what I mean by that. So that's not called a one night stand.
No, I mean, you deal with them a couple of times?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm attracted to you, we are grown. All of it. I think I'm the
At
youngest
this
one.
point, yeah.
Always do that. Always come out like that.
Royalty, I'm just saying. No, but
always her.
meaning we're grown, we're mature. It's time for you to look at somebody and say, I want to sleep with him. Have you ever did that?
Yes. Oh yeah, on site.
Oh, so you did it on site?
No,
You
felt
you
that. You
asked
never
that,
did
like,
that.
Oh, I
feel
just
good,
asked.
and you're like, oh,
You can get it.
but I don't like those kind of dudes because then you end up like going too fast. Like you be all caught
So
up in that dreamy.
That's true. Have you ever?
Raw, real, and uncut tonight.
Have you ever was dating somebody and was like, I want to have sex with them and have sex with them? You were dating somebody and was like, ooh, I would have sex with him, and then you have sex.
I always wait because I be like, dang, like you don't deserve it, even though you're cute and like we have a little vibe. It's a difference between vibe and connection.
What about you, Sonia?
Let's just do it. If I'm in the mood, let's go ahead and do it.
I'm not going crazy. I'm just saying.
Saying no.
I'm not saying, oh, you look at me like, oh, I'm gonna sleep with them, oh, I'm gonna sleep with you.
But you know what? It
No,
shouldn't
that's
be
not
like
like
that.
that.
It shouldn't, because I waited, I don't know how long, and he disappeared. And so it doesn't. I don't believe in time limit. If you feel the connection or whatever, then do you.
See, my connection don't be just one day.
No.
It could take months. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying we're grown. If that's something you want to do.
Then when you get that connection and you feel like, oh, okay,
Right.
you're missing that first part of the connection, you be like, okay, maybe we need to go separate ways.
Right.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
You never.
That could be the the deal breaker.
There's some people that are like, they want to test out the this before marriage. Like, are you guys like, I have to have sex before
I was married to my husband before I had sex with him.
Really?
Yep.
How's that work?
When did you
I'm sorry,
get
my
married?
It's been 5 years, so 39.
And you're saying that you got married first and then had sex?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. How long were you guys dating for?
That's beautiful.
Really? Wow.
Because you have to know each other ins and outs.
So you guys waited till after?
I was into church and that's what I did.
Okay. How that worked out for you? Like it?
Like it was worth it?
Yeah, it was worth it. I have a key. I had a key. I mean, we all did different things.
I mean, nowhere to run, but I'm all in hand.
Virgin.
Yeah.
So,
This is another
Mary.
one.
Oh, this is my same one.
Oh, you was
that?
asking me? Oh, no, I could drink out of this one.
Oh, which one? I just
No,
know
I
I
have
have
to.
that. Or we can pour a new set. We can pour a new set.
No, go ahead. This is mine.
Okay. What are we choosing to?
To me. To me.
And her virgin is.
Yeah.
She waited until.
Virgin to marriage.
Yeah,
I'm
virgin
a
for
virgin
marriage.
married. Oh. See? You wore white your way?
Well, why is Sonia in the thing up there?
What is that? No, attacking somebody.
She over here.
Yes, I'm scared, you guys. I'm real scary.
If we ever get in trouble, you're gonna be gone. We're gonna turn around. You're gonna be gone. In the car, gone. Just left us.
But can I just make one just observation that I'm dapper for all of us ladies? Just because I've been on my murder, kill shows. And
What's this?
no, what I'm saying.
Well, I gotta go ahead and get married now.
What I'm saying is that we have left out and met people that haven't harmed us. You know what I'm saying? That we, you know, it's good that we went out on dates. You know what I'm saying? It's scary out there. You know, it's scary. And like we've left out to have gone on dates or, you know, been interacting with men that haven't harmed us. You know,
That's true.
I just wanted to bring that because I've been watching these and it makes you feel.
But you can feel that kind of energy,
It happens to good people out there. It's
That's what
unfortunate.
happens.
Yeah, I was
You know?
worried when I went. Like, that was a big mess. To do that, to go that far away, that was like, because I'm
You
scary.
didn't know that well, right? You
Yeah.
don't know until you've left out to come in contact with
But you
people.
took it as
But I did.
know.
But you know what? He did make me feel very, very safe. And I don't think nobody.
Okay.
So I didn't feel no kind of way. Walk me through the whole process. And I'm like, why?
Let me tell you, there's one, not to like you down, but he would purposely say he was, you know, friends with female. Like he would get in to be their friend and be there for them. And then, like, unfortunately,
What do you do? Kill them?
he strangled them. Yeah.
I feel sad and scared.
I'm sorry, I just tell the
Where'd
right.
that come from?
No, because I've been on that.
I've been
on the record out there. Crazy.
Oh, this is a mystery that you watch.
Yeah. I've been on the real true crime. I've been going through like the killers and stuff like that. It's been crazy. It's just not like it makes me feel blessed, you know, that I haven't encountered that, but also I want to I watch it to see the signs. You know
Yeah, and now that is
the
true.
signs of
That's
the kill, you know, the people, but you can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
But just we're all here tonight. I'm glad for us that we haven't came in contact with anybody that's a little bit not all there.
Not yet.
You know what I'm saying?
Not yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was today. I won't let you know where I live. Like none of that.
Yeah.
That takes a while.
Be careful.
That takes a while.
I don't even know.
You should let nobody know where you live at to
Oh,
begin
definitely
with.
not.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
mutual place.
think on the people that you dated, you know,
Mhm.
you're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. You guys are scaring me.
No, I'm not scared. My bad. No, it's just something I want to hear. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna be on the fetal position. Okay.
Oh, I know.
I just want to stand back.
Man, they strangling folks.
I
don't want to go.
mean,
You
serial
didn't
killers,
want to
black
date.
serial killers,
really not
all
gonna wanna
cursed,
date.
okay?
I do not want to take my gun out on no date.
She don't want to take her
There,
gun
no.
out.
I don't.
We don't want
No, I
you to.
will not. I don't want to.
Yeah, we don't want you to have.
I have my mates on me all the
But
time.
we do want you to protect yourself
Mm-hmm.
by any means necessary.
You said it.
Okay.
Okay, so
Safety first.
are you single until married or until you've had the conversation of being exclusive?
Or
Mm-hmm.
I'm not single, but I'm a butterfly.
Why not?
What you said?
I'm a butterfly.
I'll say I'm single until we have the exclusive talk. And I like to have that talk quick. Oh, recently? Mm-hmm. There's been a halfway talk. There's been a talk.
What's the
Somebody
halfway
has learned
talk?
the errors of their ways. Okay?
What's the halfway talk?
Mm.
Oh, I don't like those. And you
You
won't go
did
get
not
the
really-
cheese, huh? There's a bag in there. No, she's been telling me what to do all night.
But
You
I'm
already know.
I mean,
I'm mean on life.
I'm a mean.
I say
Whatever comes to my mind, I'm
I'm
gonna
really
say it.
nice. I'm like,
You are natural king. You are natural.
How come you won't get to
Cause, but I'm not giving cheese. I am nice, but you know I'm not getting on my feet.
Ooh.
She know it. She doesn't have to act. All three of them know it.
Look at me. I have a piece of cheese. She's like,
You're my friend.
I want to eat
This one over here.
I'm not getting that.
girl love. And what does her shirt say? Black girl magic. Is it black girl magic?
Uh-huh.
Then I jumped out with her for the black girl magic. And I helped with cheese.
I'll make a speak on me.
Well, I can't. What are you about to do?
All that.
Okay.
I want this.
Okay. I want to cheese too. We like mix. And that's what I did.
Why? You want these, Tom?
Yes,
Those
refrigerator.
things.
Please. I don't want you to see
I want your leftovers to go.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the sweetie pie right here.
Yes, Sonia.
Let's take a shot to Sonia.
I mean, we're in he's pouring up at her. Oh, she's over here fronting. She's tired for the night. What's going on? You're on this thing. What's going on? Like, are you fronting? You said it was like a triple shot. I'm confused. I mean, because they just keep magically appearing.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're not taking on your shot either. Oh,
Well,
no,
you
I
tried
thought
to
you were savoring the shot.
No, I've been drinking it. I
Oh,
don't
you don't want
want
to
to
right again.
I'm not telling all my business.
Nope, I'm not.
Have you
I'm
guys
gonna zip
ever
my
met
emoji.
somebody out of state and fell in love with them?
No.
Don't get to it.
No, that's no. I'm not talking about you. He fell in love
Have
with
you
me
fell in
out
love
of
with
state.
somebody out of state?
Oh, that's like that. Now I have to.
Yeah, I was straight on that too. No.
I want to.
I didn't.
I want to date. What about long distance relationships?
I'm good. I need to be nice.
No, I need to be far away.
Oh,
For real, I like
like
the
it
whole
close.
experience of like preparing, getting on that plane, like
Oh, you like to
seeing them.
travel?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
miss
yeah.
them and miss them.
Yes, and then that time is so specific and so it means something way more than seeing somebody every single day. I like it. I don't want a close person by. I don't. Not local.
Because you want your space.
What about you, Rose? Was that close?
I want a long distance relationship.
What about you?
Close.
Really? I would say you said far away.
I want it.
I mean,
You can travel.
Yeah, you do be in the street.
No, but
Wow.
But once you start
I'm just
doing
saying.
relations, you want to keep doing relations.
I know that's why I like them around the corner. Close. I'm saying. As long as I can.
I want
No,
you that
but
far.
my question was,
Yeah.
can you have a long distance relationship like that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
It depends on both parties. Cause
Okay, long distance is good.
like that.
Oh, you still there?
Oh, you guys
Cedric?
know
Mhm.
You said long distance too, right? Royalty, you said long distance too?
Yes.
Okay, and
Oh, wow.
Cedric said long distance, okay.
Okay.
Long
Wow.
distance is
That
good.
means some flights should be coming.
These two agree on long distance, that's nice.
Come on, Cedric, make it happen. Do some research for us.
Cedric, what city is Cedric in? You know?
Mississippi.
Oh,
Yeah, that's very quick.
Mississippi. Somebody is somebody is
I think-
knowledgeable
are you-
about our, somebody is knowledgeable about our, what are they, viewers. Like, listeners, viewers. Okay, you said Mississippi, so that Mississippi, California would work for you. You kind of like that.
Yeah, we'll just have to fly. You know, if a love connection never happened with two different people, you're just throwing it out there. Two different people. You will go. You guys will just be having frequent flyer miles.
Okay. Oh, speaking of frequent flyer miles, is anybody a member of the Mile High Club? Mile High
No,
Club?
I don't travel enough.
Okay, me neither. Are you, Rosie?
I had to use it.
Are you a member of the Mile High Club? She's a little bit of everything, right? I love her about tea. That's why she's attracted to girls.
And I do have some more, but it's in the freezer.
I want some more.
You heard of my hot sauce?
Definitely not. Oh, that was.
Oh, can I have one or two?
There you go. Yeah, I see.
Oh, where did you get that? Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. So what? I think. What about the viewers? So what about any viewers? Will you travel?
Okay, Cedric, would you travel on this?
I said viewers.
We're gonna ask Cedric.
Oh,
We need the other bag of cheese that's in the freezer.
I'm loving, can I just say, I'm loving the raw and realness of like, get the cheese, okay? I'm liking that.
Because only person
I'm saying, like, I mean, as far as like, are we gonna eat them live or
Yes, he will
get
travel.
the cheese, get the fruit.
He will travel.
Oh, wow, that's great.
So when you send a flight for a woman, would you just pay for it? Oh,
I love to travel.
Oh, okay.
Have you been to California?
Where have you
Come
been?
out to Cali. I know that you've heard good things about Cali.
Here, and you could be a guest on the show. Can you be a
Going
guest on
back
the show?
to Cali.
He sure can.
I'm going back to
Okay,
Cali.
come and be a guest.
I don't think so.
No, they don't think so.
No, we think so. I want to do a visit to a girl.
Oh, Cedric said he loves to travel.
Yeah.
Oh, you've never been to Cali? Now you have to come.
Yep, we do have a reason.
Okay, you gotta have to
Book
come.
that flight. Book that flight.
No, right now those two little fire.
She'll pick you up from the airport.
Okay, well, do you have any questions for us, world?
Well, I have a question.
Ain't nobody
Just
doing
for
this anything
people.
over there though.
No, it goes in and out.
Never been all over the East Coast, never.
Oh,
I've been all over the
East
Coast, but never the West Coast. Pray for. Pray first before coming to California. Why, Quaylen? First,
Why you say that?
you should pray before you do anything. Oh,
That is true.
I mean, I pray before I do anything.
Yeah, Quaylen, when you gotta get to California,
And
you don't live in
Cedric is
California
a praying
anymore, right?
man. Cedric is a God friend.
You've been all over the East Coast and everywhere. Oh, you gotta come experience the West Coast, especially because royalty's out here.
They can hear you. Especially California. What?
You gotta be specific. Why?
The cops that live in this front.
Cali,
That's not bad.
Some parts.
Bad. Every state is bad.
Yeah,
Is Cali bad? It's not Cali, it's the people.
I don't think it's.
Every state is people.
Every
country is
people.
No, that's what I'm not saying. Yeah, Cali is bad. Yeah, we love California.
Especially
But I know you see
California.
You're from Mississippi. You can't say Mississippi is bad. But when you think of California, you think of gang members, earthquakes, especially people who never been.
When I think of California, I think of beaches, Hollywood, stars.
Disneyland. But we're
Hills.
from out here. I'm talking about somebody.
An outsider?
That's what they think about. They think about Hollywood,
Disneyland,
Disneyland, Universal Studios.
They're not thinking about
Hollywood.
They're not thinking about down there on Normandy and Western.
Yeah.
They
want me.
We call it twins. That's not what they think.
I don't know what they think. People always asking me stupid. You guys know me.
Okay.
Normally ever seen Tupac? No, I do. I love everybody. I said that. I love me. I love everybody.
We love men too.
We love men too, right there. I was just saying I was with
the second show because
she
done
just
set
put
herself
us down.
apart. What she set herself apart from? I was like, meeting parents and stuff. Like,
me.
She's like meeting parents too.
Go
Make
there,
good impressions.
people with fake body parts, yes.
Oh, what?
Fake body parts all over the place now. That's in Atlanta, especially Atlanta.
Atlanta got fake party parts all day.
They have fake
I think all over the world.
Everywhere now.
All over the world, not just
Everywhere.
California.
You'll think that you
You
would
get
have
more lemons from over that bowl. Oh, you get the lemons? No, not the
So
lemons.
is that why?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm good. They're all good.
I got
good.
one of our lemons right there.
I
I
know.
just take that whole
No,
bottle.
no, do that.
Oh,
Anybody?
you spin the bottle.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
let's
you
spin it.
spin the bottle.
I'm coming to enjoy myself.
Everybody's thinking never come.
Said
Thank
you
you.
coming to enjoy yourself.
What we got?
That's good.
What is Linda?
Lose your turn. So what does that mean?
Lose your turn.
Me.
But I'm still gonna drink.
So what is it? What happened? I
She
don't know.
I'll go a
was
second
her
time.
turn. Oh, you lost your turn.
We're not.
So everyone's spinning the bottle right now.
What's up? What's up? I'm in charge of the show, and I said,
All drink.
"Oh, everybody just yay!"
So everybody spin the bottle. And we have an all drink.
I'll drink, guys. And you have to finish. Both of you. I mean, we're not going through like
Everybody
shots and
that prefers a
I didn't
long
know we were doing
distance
shots and stages.
relationship is a red flag.
I know, like,
Why is that? It's a red flag.
royalty.
Oh, you have a room for open
Let's
space?
take a drink. Royalty, we're not taking a drink. It's shots when it says all drink, and that needs to be finished.
I was just saying what Quaylen was saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Anybody that prefers a long distance relationship
So now,
is a red flag.
we don't have that.
I think it's the people who like long distance relationships and people who don't want a relationship right now.
Well, long distance relationship, that open flag is due to the fact that, you know, if it's open and long, you ain't seen that person in a long
You
time.
might be working. You might be starting a new
You
business.
have to explain that. Anybody that prefers a long distance relationship is a red flag. That is not true.
Sometimes it is true.
Yeah,
But that person
okay, yeah,
could
it could be.
the person could be like, okay, I just want you to be on that side of town, so when I come to that town, I could be able to see you. And
Yeah, but there's also people who don't want to get that caught up so quick. Let me tell you, when you deal with somebody in a long relationship, it forces you to get to know them. Everything is all communication. It's totally different than
But if you're gonna talk to somebody so long distance, how are you gonna be able to see them?
I don't want to see you. I got so much. I don't want the distraction. Like I have a lot of stuff that I'm working on, and if they are too, and then we connect, and we're still together, and we do a little traveling. That would be dope to me. To have somebody down the street that has that much access to me, I don't want that right now. I don't think that's a red flag at all.
Let me tell you, not to get off the subject, but like I watch Love After Lockup. Oh, well, we watch it, and you know that they're.
I know. I'm telling her. I put the cap on.
But on Love After Lockup, they feel that through the letters and things like that, they feel that is so much more personable. You know, it's so much more personable to where.
You haven't lived with that person.
A girl had a chance to date somebody on the outs, right? She got like 10 boyfriends in jail, but she dated somebody on the outs, and she just didn't have that same feeling with somebody that's right there in front of her. And I thought that was so interesting. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, like I'll take the person in front of me.
You know, in jail.
Okay, but they just she's like they feel it's more. They feel it's just more.
And you know what? That's a red flag because you're not interested in it. You want somebody, and I was just getting into. Well, not getting into it with Ryan. Just not like not like I'm trying to understand that person's perspective. I don't like clingy. Like I like space. I don't want you because eventually we're gonna end up under each other. But right now I don't want that. So I don't understand how somebody can view it as a red flag when to me that's where I want right now. I don't want somebody.
We didn't say others.
You like singing, Rosie?
No.
I don't like clingers. I don't like eating stalker. I don't like none of that.
Okay.
Quayle has another
Oh
question.
yeah, you do. Oh, it's cute once you guys establish, like if there's a connection and you're together. But in the beginning, I don't want you all calling all the time. Like I don't want to be bugged.
They're afraid to be hurt.
Yeah. Quayle said they're afraid to get hurt, so they keep a boundary to avoid being hurt.
That's not true. You can get hurt. You can get hurt and he lived down the street. What's the difference. That doesn't make him a bad dude because he's far away.
But I mean, but more, I get what he's saying, because far away, it gives more space and time. And, you know, you're not putting that much effort. Okay, let me call you at 9. Because I know
that's not true.
I know you're busy between.
Why date someone who doesn't desire you?
But that doesn't mean that they desire you
because they're far away.
I've seen people that have had long distance. They've gotten married and had the best relationship. I'm telling you, it forces you
to try and
but the way they have that long distance relationship,
it could be somebody out here in
I'm
California.
not saying my zip code because somebody thinks it's a red flag for me to go outside of my zip code.
But a long distance relationship means like you're gonna be on the computer, you're gonna be on the phone.
What's wrong with that?
You know, you're doing everything, but you just said you didn't want that clinginess. So I already know at 5 o'clock you're gonna be calling me at 5 o'clock. So let me set up my video chat. That's long distance. Like you gotta still be there and be there for him.
Yeah, and I have no problem with that.
But you didn't want that clinginess. But you didn't want
No,
that
I mean clingy is in my face. Like you down the street, you pop up, or you spending all kind of. I don't like clingy. That's scary to me. When you start acting like that, that's scary to me. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sending you dead cats. I don't need all that.
The rabbit in the pot.
I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know.
The girl in the middle is black and in denial.
Hauling around.
Oh yeah, because I'm talking to you.
In the middle. Mommy in the middle. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
She in the middle. Money in the middle. She in the middle. Money in the middle.
But when you fall in love with that
avoidance.
and get some, you're gonna want to have it more.
Yes.
So in the beginning, you probably cool with
that long
dating long distance, but when y'all link up and you guys make love and enjoy each other's company,
you'll be like, oh, why are you leaving? When you coming back?
And I'm okay. I like the process of getting to know. I don't want to get to know you every day.
You want to see in the middle. Where you at?
Wait. But why are you thinking I'm a girl J? Just because she doesn't want
she's in denial. She's in denial.
She's in denial.
How is she in
denial?
Because
we all have our own preferences. She prefers.
I just said why. I like it because I like the anticipation of getting to see that person. We're working, we're both doing whatever, and then when you have that time,
what about
something to look forward to.
What about LA?
Like, he can come to see me every day.
She was like Sacramento. She was like Texas, Denver.
No, I could do it. I was out looking forward to something. I did like the road trip.
You guys been asking.
I'm looking forward to do something.
I know.
Okay, but that's all BS. Romanticism.
And what does that mean? Explain what romanticism is. Dr. Quaylen.
Yeah, Dr. Phil, or Dr.
Yeah, Dr. Phil. If I
I know it feels good.
I don't know. Long distance.
Yeah, that would be perfectly fine. If you met that person long distance, you know, you met him over the internet, and you know he lives far. You guys, how you guys communicate. Then that anticipation of you guys meeting up with each other.
That's great.
You
know, I really look forward to. I didn't see an app like looking forward to see somebody.
But I think when you
corner,
you guys hang out, you shit you gonna miss that person. Because if gas is high,
Ain't no girl
so you're not gonna see him until maybe every 3 months. It'll be your
every 3 months. Not if he lives in LA.
I'm talking about long. I'm talking about long distance.
There you are. If he has money, he'll fly you out as much as I don't need those. Yeah, she got her own, but eating another. If he has money, then him seeing you or sitting your flight doesn't matter. It's all included deal with.
And then you have a job and different things.
I'm not paying for a flight.
What?
No, I don't want to have to. I would, but if dudes doesn't let you pay, and if they do, that's fucked up.
Like, so what if it came down to, let's say you guys are feeling each other. You guys are conversating on the internet, on the phone, whatever.
I'm going to come and see you.
And then he's like, He wants to come out here. You know, like, when are you gonna come? When are you gonna come? He's not offering up the ticket. No, he's not offering up the ticket. Like, do you like?
When you send me,
you're already
when you send
invested.
me,
Listen, you're already invested.
Wow.
3 months in, like, the vibe is
You like
everything's
it.
good. You like it,
Okay.
right? But he's like, just come up with me, babe. Like, you know what's up?
when you send me the tickets, then I'll.
And when it's like, money's kind of short right now.
Quick.
Wow.
Like, you can't,
royalty.
no, you can't have a long distance relationship and he's broke. Like, you can't.
No, we just,
And
so like,
I'm
I was,
not paying
he's
for
like,
no
how much
flight.
you pay for that first trip, and I got you from then on.
Girl, bye. I wish he would. Quick.
Wow.
Well, would you fly out of his house, or would you get a hotel to
No, stay with him. I'd have to be still safe. I don't just do that.
So you feel
So how many
I
months
felt
of
very
conversating would you still say?
The last one was 5. But we were on the phone all, it was a virtual relationship. And I don't
And you
care.
were
I
still
shouldn't
here.
be
You
talking so
still
much.
here. You know how you can say
I
your
felt
research.
in my research, my findings are, you don't just fly out with anybody. It took me a long time. For me, that was a long time, but we were on the phone all day. every day.
At what point did he first offer to play out?
Oh,
Like,
very
immediately?
soon.
Oh, immediately. Oh,
I was
immediately.
still in school. And plus, my kids and
But how soon really did he like reach out? Was it like, hey, come on, we?
I'll feel
So that was a sign. That was a flag. That was a flag.
That's not, what dude doesn't want to see you?
That's the flag.
No, girl, if I met him and he lived in Riverside, you don't think he's going to be like, can I come and see you?
Silent was that a
That was a flag.
Wait,
How long?
wait,
I'm talking to you for how long? How long was I talking
So
to you
you
for?
said that he wanted to meet her like kind of soon. What, like
It was
within a couple of,
soon.
Like you were
It
talking
was
with.
weeks.
like
Okay, so you were talking for a couple of weeks, and he said, "I will fly you out."
Yeah.
So
What's wrong with that?
I mean,
How many
He was
other
there.
couple of weeks
He was
ago?
Yeah,
that's what
I
I
don't
said.
care. Because I wanted it. What happened between me and that one, I wanted. And I
Okay, so
said I would take
You should want
accountability
it
for anything that happened, if it worked out, if it didn't. And we spent so much time together, away from each other, we really got to know each other. Like, it was really specialized moments that I haven't shared with anybody else. So I felt safe enough to go out there. I don't do that at all. I've never done that before.
so he wanted to see you within weeks, and when did you feel safe enough?
Mhm.
Within 5 months?
when did you feel safe
I
enough?
felt safe enough in 5 months.
And 5 months when you felt safe enough, but he felt safe enough.
He
in
could
2
do.
weeks. Okay, but still, if you would have been like, okay, I'll come out next week.
I
you know?
would never. Yeah, he would have took it.
But okay, so 5 months or a week, it still, so.
I feel safe if you come to me first.
Wait, but why are you saying this?
I don't want nobody knowing.
It seems like it wasn't
It
gonna
don't
work
matter.
out.
It don't matter. That's what I said.
Oh,
I wouldn't do the house
for somebody quick.
I won't do
What
that.
happened? Jose? What happened?
No, I
What's
asked
the
what makes that a red
difference
flag.
between you being
I don't think
somebody
it's a red
around
flag
the
either.
I think it
That's what I just said. If he lived in Riverside, you don't think he'd be like, I want to see you today. Today. Like, he's not going to I wouldn't just fly anybody out. You got to get to know somebody before you do that. And I'm sure he could have flew anybody out. But with that particular person, I felt safe. We spent enough, like real life intimate moments to me that meant something. And I knew in my heart he wasn't going to like hurt me or nothing. And for me to do that meant a lot because I'm scared to fly. And he walked me through every little thing, making sure I was okay from the time I got there and from the time I got home. He took really, really good care of me. And I don't regret, even though we don't deal with each other anymore, I do not regret him. I think it's because I was guarded, like really, really guarded. And I said, okay, this time I'm going to just feel. I'm not going to be like, oh, you're an ancient nigga, even though I didn't know he was or wasn't. And I really felt, and it was, I don't regret that experience, even though we don't deal with each other.
You wasn't a what nigga?
Ancient nigga.
Oh, I just said ancient. I was like,
No,
ancient.
ancient girl.
Oh,
Would you fly a man out?
Hell no. Who said that?
Quaylen.
Hell no.
Everything Jay
Why would
said
I
is
do that?
romantic.
we
The
just
heart
said that last
ache-
week when
the
we talked
heart
about
ache
buying property for
for
people.
the one you love. Oh,
What's ASN? I'm not familiar with that.
For the
one who loves. Yep.
compassion is missing. Compassion is your feeling is trick you.
Mm-hmm.
So now my feelings, my mind played a trick on me.
I don't think your mind played a trick on you.
Waylon, are you saying that
What is
Jay
ASN,
really want somebody who's close? Like,
I don't
that lives
want
in the
nobody
city?
who's close. That's what I don't.
I mean, because she's clearly stating that she would prefer somebody who's out of state or like out of
I
town,
want somebody out of state.
out of state. You know,
It gives me the excuse to travel, Like the time is just.
So how many
different.
times? How much? Okay, we have what 12 months. So how many times would you travel to see this man?
Oh, as much as he wanted, as much as
If
I
he
could.
wanted,
Okay,
wait. Okay, so when you wanted
If
to
I
be
could, I would.
So what if you wanted to just be like, hey, I'm coming out this weekend?
And I'm like,
Why
okay,
would you
I want to
fly
see
him
him.
out?
Okay, no. Would you fly out to see him, or would you fly him out to see you?
I'm not flying no dude nowhere. I don't deal with no dude that would even ask me that. There's no way in hell I'm flying a dude out.
He said, why wouldn't he fly me out?
Because I'm not. Like, I'm a girl. How does that get
So you're into the role.
I am into a role. I would never even, not train. I would never even let somebody or entertain that I'm going to pay for that. You want to see me, okay, you can keep shaking your head. If you want to see me, fly me out. It's just, what's the difference between a flight and dinner? Like, what is the difference? He's not going to do, I'm not going to go on no $5 date with a dude. I'm sure because I like to eat appetizing. I want to take something home and I want to drink. So you're going to come out of the pocket a lot. I would never deal with a dude that is cheap or isn't going to offer. I don't deal with broke dudes. So I don't think anything's wrong. He's not even going to ask me. No, oh my God. If your standards are to pay for a dude's shit, what do you think, how's that going to work out for you? Like, for real. If you're all pay for the date,
I
pay for this.
making me feel bad.
Oh,
when I
no.
was saying that I don't date broke men.
Oh, I've always said I don't do broke, man. I didn't know I said anything bad about that. Yeah. I'm not going to date.
Broke
Hell
man.
no. No.
I mean, at least
Would you pay? Wait a minute. You guys are depending on me. Would you pay for a flight?
Would you pay for flight?
Yes.
Yes, I would pay for a flight. I would
I
pay
did
for a
not
flight.
see you paying for no flight. You better shut up.
I would pay for a flight. I would pay for a flight.
Okay, listen.
If you pay for me to come out, if you pay for me to come out a couple of times, why was it wrong for me to pay for you to come? For you to come out with
no
dude.
way. I'm breaking my bread for no dude.
Excuse me.
Like, what kind of role?
It's not for no dude. It's for your relationship. It's for your relationship. It's not for no dude. It's for your relationship.
If he come out here and fly out here, and he's from, let's say, Mississippi.
No. Wait. I will say, wait. I don't want nobody to think like I'm not saying. I don't want nobody to think like I'm some kind of.
I don't know. I want you to example. And we go somewhere like, let's say, food or something. I'll pay for myself, correct? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you
Because
said if you went out.
I said hypothetically, if he flew out here from wherever, and then let's say let's go, let's say we go on a cruise.
Okay.
I will pay myself.
He flew out here to California to see you, and then now you two want to take a cruise. You're saying you would pay Dad, like you would go.
I would.
You wouldn't want him. Did you pay for the flight out here?
No, he paid for his own flight.
Okay, so if you want to do something with him out here, you're saying, I'll go ahead and pay my way.
Yeah. I wouldn't do like you. Like normally, I don't pay for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But have an open mind. Like them, you can
spend all his bread.
$630.
You dealing with somebody broke and he's worried about he can't afford.
That's not mean that he's broke. That mean like I'm gonna.
I'm gonna help you.
You're looking out for his finances. His finances.
If we're gonna grow together, how are we gonna grow together?
I don't have a problem if the connection is there. I do too, but I'm not. If the connection is there and you have established something, I agree with you. But I'm not. But he wouldn't even expect me.
I would say if a man paid money to come out and see me, I would pay for some stuff and he paid for some stuff.
Oh yeah. Now when I was there, I was trying to explain that. When I was there, I was like, oh, I got it. And he was like, no, but I got it. And so don't try to act like,
no, I'm with you.
Because
I never broke
spend
money.
money. You know, you spend money. But it was a thing about dates, about how much you spend or whatever. And I had asked him too when it was going on. I was like, okay, do you have a limit? Because dudes was like, I'm only paying $50 for this date. Okay, well maybe you shouldn't.
You would say that at the beginning.
No, this wasn't him. I'm talking about the guys on the topic. They were saying, oh, I'm only gonna, like they were on a budget. But remember, the first show was like should men be financially stable before they start dating?
Mm-hmm.
When I go on a date, I'm already not going to date you if you're broke. I'm not. That's silly. That would be a low. That was low.
Because they're not gonna
standard.
break up. They're not gonna date a broke female.
And yeah, guys will because they're like providers, so they'll pay a lot for it. It's
No.
a
I
double
can't
standard.
relate.
No.
But no, let me.
My
Yeah, but
boys
listen. So let me tell you. So let me tell you. So I asked him. I was like, okay, so if you're on a date, do you have a limit? And he was like, I knew he was gonna say no.
Mm.
He doesn't have a limit. So I was like, okay, so on a date, like on average, what would you pay? And he was like, maybe 2 or a little bit more. Yeah, because when I go out to eat, I like to eat. So if you're inviting me to eat, I think it should be whatever I want. So I'm not gonna date somebody who's like, damn, I only got $100.
Checking there, yeah.
No, thank you.
And I feel like
No,
a man
thank
wouldn't
you.
take you to a place. Like if he knows his money is funny, he's not gonna take you to like, wherever, La Shoe or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like where it's like
Don't
$200
ask
a
a woman on a date if you can't
I was
really
gonna say.
take care of it. And not only that, I don't have a problem paying for a date.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we are dating, I'm gonna treat you how I expect you to. So there is no limit. If I take you out, you get whatever the hell you want. And I don't have a problem with that.
Mhm.
And I expect it. That's reciprocation. I would never date
Yeah,
a broke
exactly.
girl.
That's fine. That's not a problem with that. That's not what I was saying. The player has a question.
Her fans came out.
What is it? And Sonia, I would want my daughter to pay. I would want my daughter to pay her own way. Women give men too much credit for having money. They can use that logic against you.
Correct.
And I've met men that are
What
like
do you
that.
mean?
I met men
What do you
that are like
mean?
that. Like women want equal rights. They want to root you.
Oh, now we're gonna bring in equal rights.
No,
Okay,
I
okay. What I'm
met
saying,
somebody like that. They be like, they say that. They're like, we want equal rights. Like, why can't she pay the half?
so you need to find a woman that wants that.
So if somebody asks you
my
out
daughter
for a
to be able
date,
to take care of
I'm not. I would never tell my daughter to
to
pay for
I don't want my
shit
daughter to
for no man.
Yeah.
Not in the beginning. If he's not your husband, please.
Okay, it's a man's job to
No.
make sure a woman is straight. Women want a man that's stable. If he can't take care of himself, how can he take care of a woman?
Exactly. So don't be dating if you really can't take care of that woman. See, what it is dudes are greedy, and so they want to date all these women, but their budget can't fit. That means.
They disagree with everything.
No, I'm just saying if you can't be in that world of dating and really taking. First of all, what is your motive for dating? Because dudes.
Can we share some stories? I have a story. So I met a dude. We were talking and whatever, and he was like, "Oh, we're in a comedy club." Blah blah blah. Okay, that's cool. And then when it came down to it, he was like, "Oh, can you drive?" Like, I was like,
No, my car is
you're not a driver.
I'm not a driver.
No,
I know my brakes. Okay, I'm not. But it's like, I was like, well, you invited me.
You go with them? Not in the beginning. You teach me. How many miles drive?
I don't have a problem driving.
I don't have a problem
I want to drive. My own car is there.
Oh,
If we're gonna meet at the
Yeah,
bar,
we meet.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
But you gotta realize I never dated a broke person before.
Just not stop dating broke dudes.
Oh.
I want to get on
I
now.
don't know what you was doing on
Brokeness, I'm sorry.
But I dated
I dealt with
men
that.
who didn't have a lot of.
I do on everything I'm telling you. Honestly.
Oh my God. Say that a little louder.
I've dealt with people. You get in. No, I'm saying you get into something. If I meet a man and he's just not bawling. I've dealt with it. I've dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? I've met people and they work a regular job, whatever. Because I said I'll date a gas. I'll date a gas station attendant if he loves me. Okay? I'm not really picky. I'm not picky like that. Whatever comes in front of me, if you love me and I care for you, then
I'm different. You guys probably thought I dated a lot of people before. You did. No,
I do.
Oh, did you think I dated a lot of people?
Oh, did you think?
I haven't dated a lot of men before. So that's why I'm saying, I don't know. All my relationships have been long term.
So that's good.
Yeah, I didn't.
A healthy relationship isn't about money, and you're correct. It's not about money.
It's not about money. We're not talking about
I
that.
just said I didn't say that's what I chose. It just
Yeah.
happened to the men that I date. Spoiled. I don't know. I can't help it, and I'm not ashamed of it. Because I bring a lot to the table.
I don't want to drink tonight.
It's not about that. A healthy relationship isn't about. It's not about money. Whoever said it was about money? That is just one of my He can be a good guy and be broke. Why would I subject myself to somebody in the beginning who is struggling financially when I'm way past that? I don't want to take care of a man. I'm not Brenda the Builder. I'm not fixing Humpty Dumpty. At our age, they should be okay. Okay, at our age, a man should be right. Come on. He needs to be right. You gotta have at least more than me. I'm not trying to deal with nobody struggling. Get your mess right before you start dealing with women. Like I think you said.
Well, I think a lot of men are not right.
Okay, then I'm not for you.
I don't think like it's
I'm not for you.
The people that you're dealing with.
I got 2 boys to take care of.
If you're not dealing with the right circle.
I don't know.
Are you kidding me right now?
Just go in, Jay. I'm taking off the leash. I'm taking off the leash. Just go around.
Go ahead. No, I want to read it.
You're meant to do it.
I want to take my time. Oh, wait. I didn't go back down. What did he say?
At your age, a man has been divorced by women who took their money.
Correct. Oh my God, it could be the other way around. I wanted to answer what you had said before, but I can't reach.
What I need to do?
You're trying to go back.
Relationship isn't about money. Dudes know you women in Jay's voice will let your guard down if he spends some money on you.
David, keep going down. This is my
And you vibing with Jay
all together.
Where's that?
We're all together.
Yeah. No, you click us off, girl. Oh my God. Okay, let's go back. You did. Now wait, I'm trying to make it go back. What did you say? No. So I quit. Wait, where did we start? Right here? No, we already did that. We did that.
Keep going.
Wow.
So are you being purchased?
Oh my God, what?
He's not.
Oh, let's give it up.
Because I'm having to do this to see what he's saying. Okay, so are you being purchased? Okay, so let's unpack it. No, you're not being purchased. I think in the beginning it can be transactional because a woman is going out with a man because of what? Why is a woman, when you go on a date with a man, why are you going out? And why is he going out?
You get to know him better.
Yeah, what is he? What's his motive? To me, it's just like, why are you?
What is ASC?
I would ask, like, you know, because 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to sleep with you, so I tell you, you got to waste your time. But if I'm attracted to you and I want to sleep with you, then I'm sleeping with you.
Oh, ain't shit nigga.
Everybody's
dudes with money are ain't shit niggas too. Like I think every time I say something, somebody takes it left.
Because
It's
he
not
has the
that.
money.
It's not that.
And he
It's going left. You have your opinion. You could want to not date broke.
I've dealt with
All
broke
these
dudes,
people-
and you're setting yourself
All
up.
these dudes who triple
And
that,
you don't have money.
is
You
the
be
ones
the dudes
don't
that,
have it.
yes.
And if a man have money, he ain't gonna triple what you saying. Man.
Never. I've
don't
never
make
had
sure you're not
a man
trying to
who was an alpha man say he was an alpha man. Usually dudes that say they're an alpha man are just a mess. And then I've never had dudes brag about their money. They don't bring up, are you going to pay? Are you going to this? Are you going to that?
But are you guys dating
like,
for
come
love?
on.
Let's go down the road.
It's small stuff to a giant. A man with money is not going to think about it. It's nothing to him.
It's nothing. He probably bought like food for that amount. You know what I'm saying? Like
he
it's
just
nothing.
does it. That's his thing.
Yeah, I take care of myself. I would never ask for a dude for shit.
But do you guys date for love?
Put your hands up like
They don't want to
that.
answer that.
Oh, say that again.
Wait, Quaylen, they don't want to answer it.
Answer what?
Answer what?
Who was that, Royalty?
I'm not
trying
going
to
to
the girl.
say it.
Royalty. You were trying to the girl.
I'm not saying it. Quaylen, we're here. Where's Quaylen? No, he said, are you dating for love?
I'm not dating at all.
I would date.
I have no desire.
Are you dating to be in love or dating to?
I'm dating.
You're dating for
Are
travel.
I'm not dating for
travel.
I'm not dating. I'm not even dating.
I'm trying to use a man to see the world.
No, you might say that.
You know why? I'm coming to see
you.
you. You in Texas, I'm coming to see you.
You never been to Texas before.
I'm not dating, so that question ain't for me. I'm not interested in dating. I think men right now are.
You're not in a space for. You're not in a space for yourself today. You can't say men are like because you're not in a space.
What I came across and I've seen, I didn't say all of them.
But you can't do for all of the men. But you're not ready to go back out there yet.
No, I
For
didn't say
yourself.
that. I didn't say that.
You're not ready yet.
I pick Jay.
For what?
Pick the person.
To do what?
Yeah. I pick the person.
Why would it be
I
me?
plan to give him my own. Like,
Yeah, you are. I'm not scared to date. And the spaces that I'm in, I'm not interested. Like I'm in a space I'm not interested in dudes right now.
You're in
I'm
a
just
space of
not.
self-growth.
I'm easily like turned off by what is out there right now.
Yeah.
You gonna miss your lesson.
No, I never said it's the right. If it's the right person, no, go to fucking. If the right dude came along and he caught my eye, there's nobody that's catching my eye. But that much of
That's what I'm saying.
trash.
But maybe I agree with you 100%. But I'm saying, what if the trash, like in that trash, like down at the bottom of the waste paper basket, you'll be like, oh dang,
At the very, very bottom.
You didn't give me a chance.
I didn't say I
And he
don't
was
give
worse.
somebody a chance.
No.
But I'm right now. I'm focused. I don't want anybody interrupting my
Right.
peace right now. I let somebody interrupt my
Okay,
peace.
Quayla has a question. Do know you women
You women. Is that him?
in
saying?
Jay's voice will let you let your guard down if he spends money on you.
Well, can you get off of that? It's not about that. I could care less. Like, dude, just because somebody has a preference of not dating a dude doesn't mean they're materialistic. It doesn't mean. Why would I come up here and say, oh, hey, all the broke dudes, I'm your girl? Why would I do that?
And
It's
you
not
know,
about that.
it goes a bit further into that, like Keita this week on the TikTok or whatever. Said something like, if she want to date somebody with a certain amount, like say, I want a man that makes like $60,000 a year.
And I'm not even
that might be a lot.
I just don't like broke.
That might be low to somebody.
It sure would.
Like it all depends on what you consider broke or what you consider like somebody having bread.
Okay, we have another question. Frederick said it's not about money, but you can't have romance without finance.
You can't. You can't even enjoy yourself if you're broke.
Because if you're broke and you live in, let's say, Mississippi.
Oh my God.
I
disagree with that.
Okay, so and then we have Jamal.
Wait, wait.
Bag.
Oh, there goes David.
Hey, David.
Oh, hi, David Power. I haven't seen you in a long
have a
time.
shot for the other guy.
Who are you viewers?
Women are
For
gay.
you
What are you talking
viewers.
I'm happy to see you.
Well, Jamal
all
said,
there.
my West Coast bad girls, y'all looking good. Keep going.
Thank you, Jamal. We appreciate it. Cheers for
Cheers.
checking in with us, Jamal. We appreciate it. You want to let us know? Do you date women with money? Do you want to get taken on trips?
Are
Or do
you
like
okay
to-
with
or do you like to
money?
take
Quayla was
women on
saying,
trips?
are you dating for love?
I'm not dating, remember?
We already answered that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Let me
A
check.
little behind.
Look who's keeping. Look who's playing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Sonia. I
My
thought
bad.
Sonia kept Sonia.
Whoa, my bad. Keeping up.
Like whales. Let me tell you.
The world,
Let
okay.
me tell you. In charge of the girls.
Okay.
I am in charge of the girls.
Send me a link to the show.
Oh,
Quayla, he wants to join us.
Really?
Oh,
You're going to come on?
Come on, Jay.
Yes, he
Quayla.
does. Bring him
I
up.
wish I was there with you.
I wish I was there with you. Oh, David, we wish so too.
How do I know?
Happy Friday, David.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Saturday.
Even though it's not Saturday,
Oh,
I'm going with the day of the week song.
Go
Go with the
A&B.
ABS selection. And not no Sonia Braxton because she is a soprano. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm more of a soprano.
They can still see us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
so
can see us, we can.
we're just trying to add a few people. If you want to be added on, Just let us know. We'll add you.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Come on in. If you see this anyway.
You can do it from your phone.
Oh, really? Oh, no. Now you tell me.
Invite in.
We're bringing you on in, Clayton.
We bringing you on,
Be patient. You know, it's just a little moment. Us long distance girls, we can't get it together yet. I know. Let's go back here. And oh, you can do it? I don't want you to do it from there. No. Where's my phone?
You can do it. Oh, you can do it for sure. He's giving me the check. You were teasing me. I'm happy for you. Who is David?
Hey, David.
Oh, how are we teasing you, David?
David, how are you doing this evening?
Like, what are you enticed by? Is it the drink? Is it the look? I mean, what are you enticed by? No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I mean, he said we're teasing him. It's like, we're just here being that. We're just here being the happy hour girl. How are you doing?
Happy hour. The show girl.
Yeah, the show girl.
Yeah, well, we trying to add Quaylen, and while we're waiting to add,
if you want to be added, just let us know. We'll bring you onto the show.
We'll bring you onto the show. We
like to have guests.
Where's Marquis from that one night? Hey, Marquis, check in.
You all got sexy.
Yeah, you are.
You want sexy big things.
Oh, you're a sexy big thing.
Thank you. All right. I am the real life. Freaking Madagascar. I like them big. He was in Madagascar.
We're gonna add that to the list. Smurfette, hashtag Smurfette in the house. With the braids.
Yeah, well, Quaylen, he's gonna make us end up hanging up or something,
And don't go too hard on my girl Jay, okay? She has her own opinion. She likes what she likes.
She do. Quaylen like to push her buttons. I'm gonna beat you up, Quaylen. You don't want me. Put you in the you like to push her buttons.
Oh, well, Jay talking about it.
Okay, Quaylen, we're here. Normally, oh, God, you know what?
It wasn't a drink, it was the game, sweetie.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. Listen to her over here.
Hold on, Quaylen. How many producers we got? How many producers we got?
I want to pray for you, Jay.
This one back in now.
I'm only saying it because the way that I normally do it was like acting all, it's sending me to
I'm about to have her hang up the live, and I'm not coming back home.
you know,
Sorry, caller, you missed out on that $1,000.
Next caller.
Yeah,
what is that?
Jake tweet, and you better be out there.
Have so much.
Jar AMG, bitch, better have my money.
Let me tell you, this you was a piece of 50 stuff.
yeah.
Okay,
I like to have fun.
See how it's You gotta hold on, Quaylen, because it's circling.
Hold on.
We can't wait for you.
Oh.
Well, don't let me ruin the flow.
Here we go.
Coming in, Quaylen.
You're coming in, but
Oh, no.
And 5.
How am I gonna?
5.
4. Not yet. You guys.
10. We're going to 10.
Oh,
10.
9.
You gotta wait. It
7.
takes a minute.
9.
Hold on, Quaylen.
Let's go. 10.
9.
10.
Y'all want to do a part 2?
Okay, 9.
We're doing a part 1.
2 because this is a part 1.
StreamYard.
Quaylen has something to say to Jay.
Let's go.
Yeah, you do.
We're coming on in.
5.
Come on in.
4.
Come on in.
2.
Okay.
You guys keep counting and it takes like a minute.
Okay.
I'll take the
Okay, 6
Well, hey, everybody out there in America, we're having a special
Did he get
last
it?
week we had a special guest in the house. This week we're about to have a special guest.
I invited him. He didn't get it.
You get your invite,
Y'all
Quaylen?
want to do a part 2? Wait.
You got your invite,
Don't let
Quaylen?
me ruin the floor. No, you never know.
No. Because I did invite you, but are you?
I would love to something naughty watching.
Ew.
Well, I tell somebody.
Yeah.
I did invite you, but I'm gonna invite you again. But I did invite you. If it's not popping up in your
I can't.
I'm gonna invite you again, but I did invite you.
Okay. I was looking for a knife earlier, but this dick will do.
Let me see. You said let me see. Let's see if you got invited.
Yeah, go in Messenger. That's where I'm inviting you from.
Go on Messenger. We're excited. You're up with us. What time is it in his state?
You are very sexy.
Oh, you know I don't know.
Oh, thank you, David.
Power.
Thanks, David. Is Power your real last name, or do you have special power?
Bring to the link.
Love, baby. I knew love.
She missed her blood.
Yeah.
You want to battle?
Okay, Clement, I invited you.
He invited you. Okay, cool. Got the link.
Oh yeah. Instagram.
Oh, yeah? Okay, cool.
Have anything on Instagram?
TikTok.
Oh, no.
TikTok.
We want to do a dance for you.
Give me a minute. All right, Quayla, we'll wait for you as we move on.
Okay, so let's wait. We're waiting for him. Oh, look, I didn't miss.
Oh, he's stepping away. Why would you step away when you're bringing him on? Let's see. This has it. Invite you to go live. Okay, who is it? Come on, accept. Oh, gosh. Hold on, let me like, can you give us like a minute or two to get to the phone? I mean, it's a table here. We're a little bit away. We're down for you to come through, but just give us paperwork.
I know. Okay, so let's go on to another question.
All right.
So Quayla comes in. Tell us what's going on.
All right.
Okay, so as far as men's wardrobe, do you like the men dressed in the 90s or now?
No, it has to. What is 90?
She does a lot.
Like back when it was baggy.
Stuff is done right
Remember
now.
that when it was like baggy?
I mean, you can see the imprint of the phone and the keys and
A little
everything else.
loose, a little nice and
You can see
comfortable.
the
But I'm
imprint
not
of
with the
everything.
hoochie daddy.
They don't be having on those bras.
I love the gray sweats.
The gray sweat.
It depends. Because people like they don't have on those drawers.
What about
like
men in the capris, like the capris?
More men.
I don't like it so tight.
No socks and the capris.
It could be cute, but why is it so tight right here? That means when you sit down, that's too tight.
I have
It should be cut.
confession.
Oh, you can do that.
This is
my confession.
No, you can't do nothing like that. What are you guys doing?
Oh, we have a real. We have a. Somebody's like, she's like, I like that hooky there. Do not be
Everything has an issue. Don't do that.
Everyone has it. Right.
You guys,
Don't do
You
that.
guys get up here on this live and act like you don't have.
You have. You want to get this. You want a long relationship.
You want far away relationship with men with money
That don't be all upon you.
that don't be on.
You need spontaneous,
I
nigga.
like my free time. She's like, I want to go to work.
You have to be a nerd, but yet a thug.
But you can't be a thug in my hood.
Right, because I'm a
It has to be somewhere across. Cross the map.
If you're a nerd and you take it into account, I'll send the money right away.
What is that?
Right.
Gotta be single with a-
Say my name, girls. Say my name.
David, what city are you in?
Oh, say my name.
Right.
I'm not surprised. I'm just wondering. No. I've been on my burger kill.
Oh, okay, let's talk about this one.
I'm just saying.
Okay, this was interesting. In Japan, over 50% of men give their wives, over 50% of men give all their money to their wives, and they get back a monthly allowance.
Mm-hmm.
So in half of Japanese married households, the wife controls the budget.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you guys agree?
I mean,
Good.
that's nice. It sounds, no, we're saying
That's
it sounds
interesting.
nice.
That's interesting.
It sounds doable. It sounds
Because I
nice.
know mostly over here, some men like to control the money and give women around.
Well, I'm in charge.
I'm in charge of the money.
I'm in charge of my own paycheck,
I
so
gotta
I'm in
tell
charge
you
of my
the
own
truth.
money.
I gotta tell you the truth. Let me tell you, when I first had my daughter and Robin was stay-at-home mom, and I had to like,
Oh,
I felt
that
like
was nice.
yeah, 2 years, 2 years,
Oh, wow.
yeah. But
Okay, that's not
I felt like
positive
that
about
Lucy Ricky. It was that Lucy Ricky like though. You know what I'm saying? And ask
Like
for
what?
money. I had to do a little part-time job so I can get some bread. You know what I'm saying?
I think
I don't like that.
controlling.
That Lucy
Yeah.
Lucy Ricky like it's not. It is
I don't like that.
you're absolutely right.
Kind of love.
Cause I can stay home.
Good.
I can stay home too, but I'm not going to.
Listen.
Feels so good loving somebody when somebody loves you back. And
Where
that's
are you
that.
now?
Okay.
Mine is different, Sonya. You might feel related.
David Power, what?
Where happened?
Oh, you're from Vegas.
Okay.
Where are you guys? Where are you now?
Will you fly us out?
I want to join you guys
Fly
tonight.
us out.
It's gonna be
Where
at the
Where
red
are you
flag.
now? If you're near me, I want to join you tonight. We're not. We're in Cali.
We're
in Cali.
300 and 200.
With 365 days. I want to sing on love.
Come on, me.
All I wanna do is loving you. Same old love.
From beginning to end, 365 days of the year. I want the same old love again. All I wanna do is share my life with you. With the same old love.
Yes, that's my song.
All right, David, you're from Vegas and we're from Cali. So
Yes, you're
you
not
know,
hard.
we can tonight.
Maybe
Miles.
you
We
and
can hit you up when the
Jay,
show goes on the road. We'll be in Vegas. soon.
maybe her,
Come
you
to the
and
county
Jay,
here.
you know, maybe
Come to the county
do
here
some
soon.
traveling. He got money. You got money.
You got money? David Power, you got the power. You got the power.
Come on, come on.
24 hours.
God, you guys.
There's no more cheese.
It's
He
in
wants
the
the police.
freezer.
Yeah. It's not going to be good in the freezer.
No, we can sit out.
We're not going to
Who
have
is this from?
one. Okay, I'm backstage. Yeah, he's backstage.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
David. David. If you got fun, son, you can get back on the
Sorry.
You can do like what's up
Are you
too.
able to meet somebody from your life?
No, you're not.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check.
We can do
Is my mic on?
we can't hear
Hold
one
on.
with the picture.
Is my mic on?
Hi, Quaylen.
What's up?
Showing
What's
you
up?
got
What's
your
up?
name. Come on.
Are you gonna introduce me? Are you gonna introduce me? I'm a
Oh,
guest.
we want a little bit of Q's Lounge. We want a little bit of that Q's Lounge.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
We can hear you.
Okay, well then introduce me properly. I'm coming onto your show, and I got a show.
Okay. Welcome. Go ahead, Jay. Introduce him, Jay. That's how much
The one in the middle in the black is gonna introduce
Right,
you.
what's the brain?
Can we? You don't want
What's the break?
you don't want us to see your face?
To get a proper introduction,
You'll
we
bring
need to
your
see your face.
ladies then.
So gentlemen, so
Camera
I want all the men who can hear me. I want you to hear the
that's fine.
misdirection. The misdirection. I asked a question, and she came back with a question. I just asked to be introduced. Can you do that so then we can get into the subject?
Now, okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so now we are going to be conversating with Quaylen from Q's Lounge.
Yay! Welcome to the show, Quaylen.
Thank you.
Cheers to you.
Hey, thank you,
Quaylen.
thank you, ladies. You know, I love the show. I'm really glad to be here. Each
We're
one
glad
of
to have you.
yeah, each one of you are uniquely different, and I love each one of you and what you bring to your own show. Friday nights are cool, watching you ladies because I know you individually. But
Thank
yeah,
you so much, Quaylen. We appreciate that.
yeah, and you know, I've actually I think a lot of women should watch your show because you guys all bring something different, you know, to answering the questions with different life experiences. So I really like it. I just wish that the timing of reading my comments were on time, but I understand that things are moving fast when you guys are talking and stuff. So, but thank you for having me, and let's get into it because there's some things that I'm hearing as we're talking that are inconsistent, and so I want to know what's true and what is not true.
Oh, like what?
Um,
Like what?
well, what I don't want to do is I don't want to beat up my friend because
Please don't.
no, because I love y'all. You know what I mean? I'm not here to do that. But you can't be both. You can't. I mean, everything is both ways. And the question is how do you feel about dating long distance, for example, right?
Mhm.
And we were talking about how I think one of the comments was, it doesn't matter how much money you make, but then it does matter how much you make. And so, which one is it? Because if you're not going to date anyone who is not able to fly you out, to take you out to dinner, to do those things, but then you have dated men who don't have money, and I don't think it's an absolute. Men who don't have the money are not necessarily a man that you may not want to date. It could be that praying man. It could be that man who is just coming off of a divorce, which is what I mentioned. There's so many different variables for why that man is in that, in the season that he's in. So the question is, which one is it? Does he have to have money? Does he not have to have money?
Okay, you want me to answer?
I want everybody to answer, but go ahead.
Okay,
You
good.
go first.
Okay, you first.
Okay, well, I feel you have to have potential, not necessarily money.
Not at this age.
No, you have to have potential because everybody don't come off with money. I like, for instance, my husband. I'm gonna go with what I know. He didn't have a lot of money when we first got married, but then I wasn't working either, but then it flipped, but what if I let that blessing go? So I can't just walk around with my nose in the air and know you have to have money. I can finance myself. I don't need you to finance me, but you gotta finance yourself. And I want you to bring the same thing to the table that I bring. So
Yeah,
that's
okay,
how I
but
feel.
okay, let me ask you.
Hey, hold on.
Hold
Can we get all the ladies a finger snap for royalty, please? Because that was beautiful. We're gonna
Yes.
finger
Oh,
snap.
you okay. No, we don't do finger snaps, love.
Well, I did for you, Quaylen. You asked.
No, you guys better cheers to royalty.
I wanna ask royalty a question on that because it sounds beautiful. What is that?
It's the truth. Quaylen, it's the truth.
Okay, I want to ask you because didn't you just say that you were at the same place as him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what happened? What was that?
Well, we didn't have a lot of money. We didn't have, but what if I would have had my nose up at him and said, ugh?
No, that's different because he's at the same place as you. If I meet somebody, I'm not balling out of control, but I'm okay. So if I meet somebody who's okay, I'm okay. He doesn't have to make six figures. He doesn't. He just can't be broke. You gotta have a car. Dude, at our age, you gotta have a car. Come on, you gotta live. I mean,
You don't know what every man or every woman's finances is into.
No.
So just if you met a man who doesn't have a car, he's living with his mom or his aunt or his grandmother. He probably went through a divorce.
Yeah.
Oh, you're giving him the benefit of the doubt.
No, that's not. That's right.
That's different. That's
You can't not
Our
a
man
man
with no kids. Archie's single with no kids.
Okay,
With his mom.
You don't know why he's living with his
No, but what I'm saying, if you're living with your mom, that better be your house. Like you're paying for the bills.
But
Your
you
mom
wanna
just
date
pays
that.
that. And I don't want to date that because then we're gonna have to base all of our interaction and our intimacy around your mom. So I don't want that. This is not wrong. What having the standards that I have.
What if they can go to your
That's gonna get old.
Oh, no.
And then you can get room sometimes. You can get room.
I'm not. If you're living with your mom, you better be taking care of her in a whole.
You can live with a unicorn. I wouldn't care. I'm not going to your house anyway.
I think it's
I mean, until we get together, we'll have our own house and build.
You guys sound so great in real life.
While you're dating him, if he lives with his mom, you're not gonna go over there.
Can I speak for the man though? I mean, you just answered for the man. You just said what the man was gonna do. If I'm dating you and I live with my mom, you may not ever even see my mom. Just straight
Right,
up.
I'm not coming over
Every
there.
situation is different, but if a man tells me that he's living with his mom, I need more specific. And how is your mom? Am I gonna come and spend time with you and mom's more of your girlfriend than me? Everything is different. So you gotta weigh and you have to put
I'm
everything
not
together.
spending time with you at your house if you live with your mom.
See, and then that's crazy. Now you can't go to his house and be in his environment. I love to see a man who has his own. There's something about a man, especially a black man, that just has his
Just
own.
like a man ain't gonna come to my house with my kids here. It's
Okay,
no
that's different because we have kids.
Well, why would it be different since we go out, Mom?
It all depends. It all depends.
It depends. Yeah, it definitely depends on your relationship with your mom. How is your mom?
So let me answer for the men because I think you're answering the question for yourself, but you're also saying what the man is going to do. So I'm telling you, as a man, you never going to see my mom. So if I live with my mom, whether or not I own the house or I don't own the house, you never going to see her. If I can qualify
How can you say that though?
because I'm telling you, that's because I'm telling you, just like you're not gonna, just like you're not gonna fly.
Oh, then you're balling if she's in a different part of the house.
So you're never gonna see my mom. So what is our relationship have to do with my
What if I come
mom?
over and mom's in there cooking?
Right.
How do you even? Hey, mom, what you?
So hey, Mom, this is how you my mom. And then we move on and put
He
shit on
said,
her.
wait a minute though. He said that you will never see your mom. I don't think that's true. It's depending on how big the house.
Can I answer for the guys?
Let me share some experience. My mom lives with me. She divorced her husband and she lives back with me now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I still have my dude come over.
How does that work?
You know, I'm cool. I mean, it's like we come.
You be all in there doing stuff?
Some women have a double standard.
So you know, I'm just saying, like I'm grown.
I don't think I can.
Not like that, but I'm just saying, like we go, we have dinner, whatever. It's like sometimes she's out, sometimes you know, she comes, whatever. It's like it's just whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like I go to his place, he has his own place. Yeah.
You don't know how the man's
You don't
mom.
know how the man's mom.
But Waylon said you will never see.
Can I explain?
Okay, yeah, please.
Okay, so you'll never see my mom if she's living at the crib. You'll never see her, and that has to do with the boy mom. So if you are a mom with boys, I'm telling you like it is, and so you'll never see her if we're not in a serious relationship, and we've gotten past all of these these levels. You'll never see her at all. It's gonna be about me and you, and that's it. So if you think that you're gonna see my mom because I live with my mom, and that's a problem with you, not with me, because you'll never see her because I'm a grown man and my mom doesn't need to be in all of my business because you may not be here for long. Who knows, right? But if we're dating and we're serious,
a long communicated relationship.
Yeah.
But my thing, let me ask you, how are you so sure?
Because
I'm doing the laundry and I come.
I'm not gonna say, Mom, we're not gonna do. She's not gonna know. He's not gonna introduce you to his mom.
Why is it not I know that I control her. Mom might want to come out and get something to drink.
Don't come to his house.
I'm telling you from experience.
I don't think I would deal with that.
So basically what he is saying is that you would not be a potential person that would be introduced to his mom or see his mom never if you could ever. Yes, he can. Okay, fine.
If his mom goes to bed at 8, you said he has always about over at 9.
If she wants something to drink, what is she gonna call him?
You don't know how the house is set up.
Okay, see, now you're saying
that's what I'm saying.
How the house is set up.
But that's why I'm asking. How can he can't control that?
He's in a big
That's just like you said, you will never see my
You gotta go off this man's word. If this man is saying you'll never see my mom when I have him over, then what do you mean? He's telling you.
They tell us a lot of things.
He runs a household.
Yeah, because if he's telling you,
you'll never see my mom. Like come through. If he's like come through at 9, he knows she go to bed at 8. Then you come through.
I wouldn't.
okay, so how would you do that for your kids? So hey, don't come through at 8 because
I've never had anybody around my kids. Hypothetical with me, there would be no men that would ever come around.
yes. So it goes both ways.
Because I control my kids.
Okay.
What my son? What you saying they control? control me.
You wouldn't control
I
him.
don't know about
He
that.
wouldn't have you over.
Well, we'll agree and disagree. There's no way I'm getting him that house and my son
It's
gets
the
like,
man.
So I'm gonna give you some insight. I'm a grown ass man, so
okay, wait, you are a grown ass man.
I know. So when you reference right now, you reference some young boys right now, right? Some young men, what they're not gonna do, right? What they're not gonna do to you. I'm telling you, as a grown ass man, my mom is not gonna get in the way of my relationship because she's a even growner ass woman. So there are other ways for us to be able to connect. Also, too, I'm going to set the boundaries with you. If you think you're just coming over, right, just randomly, then you have lost your mind. If I've not given you the green light to come over to my house unannounced, right? Because there's boundaries. I'm going to respect your boundaries. You already said what your boundary was. I'm not going to buy a ticket to come see you. You're going to, just the same way that you're not going to see my mom is the same way you're not going to buy a ticket. So if you think it doesn't go both ways, that's going to be a problem with you or someone who thinks like that. Let me just say it that way.
I don't know that I would be okay with that. Maybe I might entertain it, but that to me would be a red flag. I just don't see a black mom being controlled by her son's relationship.
It's not control.
It's not control. He knows
who's coming to his
But think as a black woman. Think of yourself as a black woman. What would you expect for your son? Expect for your son to do. Your son's going to honor you, and that's like the third or fourth commandment. You know what I'm saying? As far as honoring our mother and our father. So I'm not bringing a woman around my mom, right? If she's not like the wife, because you don't want to.
That because if you're not living.
Okay, so say if your son, you have two boys. So say if your sons were like, "Hey, mom, I'm bringing this girl over," but she wasn't a girl I want to, spend the rest of my life with. I'm just dating this other girl, and then he brings another girl to the house.
I don't think that.
So how would you react to that?
I don't think that would happen.
But I'm just saying, but you don't know. You don't know
if
what
my son
happens.
is living with me to a certain age where there's women, I would expect him not to bring women to the house.
Okay, and why would that be?
Because I don't want women in and out of my house. You know how boys are.
Okay,
so that's why you ain't gonna see her. That's why you ain't gonna see her, Jay. That's why you're not gonna see her. It's exactly what you just said. Is why you wouldn't see her.
She'd be sticking to the window.
What age are we talking about? I hope not.
No, don't get confused. Let's stay on topic. Let's not get confused. It's just black and white. You're not seeing my mom until you get to that stage. If we're not at that stage, we're gonna see each other and do all kind of things, hang out and have a relationship around all of that. It's not even your issue. If it is your issue, then that'll be your red flag. Because if I make it so,
if I make it off before anything gets started, you're saying.
Right.
I'd have to see how that man is. Like that whole thing just to me, I don't know if I want to deal with it. I don't know if I want to deal with it.
You got trust issues, and that's okay. I said earlier.
Even if you don't have trust issues, I'm just saying it can be any situation.
No. It can't. It's not across the board. Every time you say that, you're minimizing the conversation. People are going to do things because of their experience, and you have the things that you like and don't like, and I honor those things. And there are going to be things for me that I honor that that you have to do the same thing. It's not going to be circumstantial always. You have your values. And those things are always going to be what they're going to lead you, whether or not you even think you have values or not, you have them. And so there's a relationship with the mother, and all four of you, I don't know if you all have kids, but as a man, our relationship with our mother is really serious. And what you'll know, because I'm telling you, I'm almost y'all age. Said at this age, we're going to honor our mom, and our moms are expecting us to do the same thing. But our moms are also going to know that we are men and we are dating, not assuming that we're not doing things, but we, for our entire life, they're not wanting us to bring some woman around that is not, somebody that's not serious.
Correct, Quaylen. I agree with you.
That's cool. it's 4 against 1, but
I know, it's okay.
but she's gonna learn.
Let's see, Mark Miller is trying to, he said, they don't understand men. We try,
I'm not trying to be honest.
I am.
I'm trying to understand them.
I'm
They're
trying to
not
understand them.
complicated.
They
just
are
wanna be-
complicated.
They just want to be
Oh
the
my God, when you guys like want to do things, they don't understand us.
They don't.
It should be reciprocation. If we're gonna understand each other, not me trying to understand you and you don't try to understand me.
Schools in session.
I
It's a
guess
learning
so.
forum.
Yeah. I mean, let me know if I haven't understood you. Have I done that?
What happened?
Have I not understood you tonight?
Yeah.
You read it to a T.
That needs a cheers right there. What
Like
Royalty
that.
just said. I
I
deserve a toast and cheers for that.
Happy hour girl.
Man, I couldn't hear you. What you say, Quaylen?
I said we need to give a cheers to Royalty. Yeah.
Yeah, cheers to that. Come on, cheers to royalty.
Yeah.
Come on, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salud.
Salud. Salud.
Oh, wow.
You know you're from
I
the
think
IE when you know a little Spanish.
Jay's in a
So-
little bubble. Jay Talis's in a bubble right now.
I
We
don't
got
want
to get him there, man.
Hey, so
Well,
let me ask you
we're all in
something.
a bubble. I hope,
Quentin, can I ask you a question real quick?
yeah, go for it.
What state do you live in now? What state do you live in right now? I saw that you was hating on California. What's that about?
Yeah, so I explained my California thing, but I try to be honest with things. I love California.
Uh-huh.
I love, I'm born and raised in California. I love everything about California. I'll answer your question and tell you that I'm in Oregon. But I love California, but California got some issues. I'm not saying that y'all got the issues. I'm not
Every
saying
state has issues, wouldn't you say?
but we're talking about California. So if every conversation goes like out of the conversation, then we won't be able to have the conversation. So California, my issue with California is that there are women like Jay who want to, who you gotta have money. You gotta have.
You're develop in the fetal position. And
so let me say this. There are a lot of men trying to get beautiful women like y'all who feel like they need to be a certain way in order to even get your attention. And they're putting stuff on credit. They're going all out to try to make these impressions. And so while you have these standards that you have, you got a couple things are going to happen. You got guys that really don't got it, and they barely got it just so they can give you the facade.
Try to make sure they make it for you.
And then you got the guys who got it, and they're going to get you and 3 other girls. I'm just telling you straight up, if it's about the presentation, there are men who can do that, and they're going to give you that presentation. And so for me, and what I'm always going to be about, and I always talk about is this matters of the heart, is where this is coming from. And if it's just the presentation, that has nothing to do with the heart at all. Women too, the same thing. They can look good, they can cook you, they can do all these different things to entice you, but it's all going to be dependent on the heart. So that's my thing about, with California, about people in general. It's not just about California. I put California on blast because I see it more often. It happens across the land, but I see it more often where materialism and things are what we are qualifying people and denying people connection, love, and access. And I don't believe that is the way to be able to discern if somebody is good or not good. There are people who are poor in money, but rich in spirit, and you have to choose which one you want.
Correct.
Well, that is true, but there's some genuine people out here in California still. You know what I'm saying?
I know like 6 of y'all, like there's 4 of y'all and maybe 2 other people, right?
Stop it.
Wow.
Stop it. You gotta give us a little bit more credit than that.
No doubt. I mean, I just think that there's things that are stereotypes in California. I'm speaking to the stereotype. I'm from California, so and I don't fit that description at all. And even people here, when they ask me where I'm from, I tell them I'm from California. So I know that that's not the case across the board, but I just like to address the issue because it is a thing. And you women are, and I'm using Jay's terminology when I say you women. So So when I say when I say that, it's really tough. You know what I mean, on a lot of women, because you don't know who you're dealing with. You know what I mean? And that's why if you use money and things and not the character, right? And not watching for instincts and not watching, how they move. Because a man, to me, here's the deal. Everything that I said, the other women that are watching this, everything I said to respect my mom, to honor my mom, to do things, so she's not seeing me in the light, that's telling you what kind of integrity that I've had. If I were talking about my boys, that's a completely different conversation. But I'm talking about I'm talking about the person, the woman who who gave me life, right? I'm talking about the woman that I'm supposed to honor. So if you hear me saying that should be a green flag for you. That I'm waiting on our relationship to develop before you get to meet her. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. I'm not saying I'm waiting for me to get a raise on my job. I'm not waiting for other things. I'm saying I want this relationship to develop before you get to meet my mom, my queen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You were living with her. That's how a lot of dudes are. They're not going to just bring you around to their family if you don't mean something. But this conversation was you were in the same household as her. That's what made it a little different.
But you won't see her.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't be able to have that same respect for me to let you see my mom, because we're not there yet. We haven't built that establishment yet that I want to be in a mansion.
Even though he's
no black mom.
Even though he's the son, he still has, some control over his, his household.
Whether it's at a
mansion, we'll just say some men will have.
Yeah.
All men are not. All moms aren't like your mom. I mean, they're not going to respect that.
A dude that's going to date if he doesn't
black women,
you don't know when
black women are not going to respect that.
What you're doing is not going to invite you over.
Correct.
You understand?
Black women are not going to respect that. Is that what you just said, Jay?
What happened?
You just said all women are not going to respect
all moms aren't your mom. That's what I'm saying. There's some moms who's like, you ain't about to tell me nothing. Like when you get into some situations with men and you meet their moms, you're like,
But that's what the point he's saying. He's not going to let you know
that's
his mom.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's any man.
No, he's speaking for a man who's in a position that lives with his mom, that's able to control his situation. Okay, so you're saying he's not speaking up for the dudes that don't have no say. And whose moms are running the house and he has no say so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's good for him. Yeah. But all men ain't.
So listen. So let me speak for men.
That's what I tell my son, my young son.
Don't bring something around me that you're not going to keep for life. That you don't want.
But
you don't want to spend your money.
There's some dudes that are bringing around
22. I don't want to meet every girl.
You're like, bring me something that's serious.
And sometimes you might just run into them and they'll be like, Mom, this is such and such.
Well, my son,
there's some people like that.
Don't bring them to my house.
Well,
I don't want to meet every little hoochie from me.
Yeah, I don't either, but there might be a time where they're just stopping by to pick up something.
No,
what if
they're
you
not
walk in?
picking up.
You're going to say you need to stay in the car.
But the man has established that boundary.
Yeah,
If they don't want you to meet their mom yet.
Actually,
They know all of this situation. They would know when they want you to meet their mom. They would introduce you to them. They would take that time. They're not making no effort like, okay, oh my God, Emily, you just met my mom. She's walking into the kitchen. Oh, here you are. Oops, mom meets such and such.
I feel a man that cares about you and is going to be setting up the situation with you is going to be one that knows his situation and is not going to put you or the mom in any kind of situation.
It depends on the man. It totally depends.
But here's the deal about the woman, the mom that may be struggling with that. Is the man is going to deal with that. You won't know anything about that at all. What his struggle is with his mom, he's going to deal with that. He's going to make it so that he can have what he has with you, and it doesn't need to be with you and his mom. Now, so if we're talking about it, my mom is no joke. So don't think that like what I'm talking about is all like easy, you know what I mean? Like it's not easy because my mom is for real. She's she's from the South Side of Chicago. Y'all black women with black mamas yourself, you know what I mean? So you already know what it is. But there's a part that men have always had this relationship with their mothers as boys, that there's this tug of war. We're gonna deal with that to honor our moms, even if she's like, well, I want to see it, and she wants to kind of break it. It's like, no, and a woman should fall back and let that man take care of his responsibility with the woman, setting the boundaries and setting that stage. I am going to always talk about what is proper, what we should do, but you're right. There's going to be other scenarios that happen, but what is should be is what I said. Yeah.
Okay, brief. So let's say you are in a position, okay, so you're feeling the woman, okay? And you love your mom to death, you're feeling the woman. It is happening to me. But there's just not that connection or whatever. And it comes down to it. Are you choosing your woman that you're feeling, or are you choosing your mom?
And I don't have the connection with the woman?
No, you do have a connection with the woman.
But your mom is telling you like, hey,
like she's kind of feeling something's off, or
yeah,
she
like,
has
I'm
some
not feeling
reservations.
it with her. Like,
she has some reservations about her, but you're feeling her. You know, you've allowed them to meet, and that connection isn't there. Like, who are you going to choose?
So
the woman that hurts you, or the woman that you're feeling?
Yeah, so I'll be real transparent. You know, I've made the mistake in not listening to my mom. You know what I mean? Before in my life, and you guys as Black women, I believe women have something that men don't have. You have insight, and you have insight, and you have discernment on things that, you know, because I believe the Bible says that, you know, man should not live alone, right? And he made woman to be a helpmate. So I look at that as like, you're able to see certain things I'm not able to see. And as a man, there's this weird relationship with the mom that we have. We love her to death, but it's not the same kind of love that transfers over to a woman. But our moms are women that have been through that process. So they're able to see things. So I've made that mistake, but at the same time, not every mom is healthy and whole. Not every mom is not dealt with their trauma. They're dealt with their stuff.
Some
right?
Some mom might just want her son to herself. You know what I'm saying? Or not want him to move forward, right? So you're saying that in the past you've made the mistake and you've chosen a woman that your mom has given you insight on, and you've chosen the woman.
Absolutely. I'm doing this as me. You married, you know, like you got my dad. You know what I'm saying? And I did what I want to do. And so, but there's also the part that is, you know, there's some unhealthy things that our parents have that are unhealed. They're even unaware of them, depending on how old they are. And so there's a part of us that we always, no matter what decision that we make, that it's our responsibility, that we need to make sure that we are in alignment with ourselves and with the divine, you know what I'm saying, to make a decision. It's not that deep. You know what I mean? It's not that deep. And I'm just speak to any man that's listening. If you are unsure, listen to your mama, period.
Okay.
Call my son.
What other question you had tonight?
Okay. How do you know if a woman is a good woman? What is a good woman to you?
We're talking good woman.
You're always asking that.
Compare about a good woman and a thug woman.
All right, we'll talk about. Yeah. So I think one thing that's important is, you know, you got to have a willing spirit. You know what I mean? You got to be willing to learn, you know, willing to grow, willing to try different things, willing to be wrong, willing to be humble. You know, you got to be willing to be submissive. And when I say that, it's not one direction. You know, don't get that twisted. And so, and it's not just submitting to the man, but there's a submission to love. There's a submission to the relationship. You know, like when I think about marriage, I think about the marriage and the covenant. You submit to the covenant and to the agreement of that. When I think about what are we dating for, you know, you got to establish that stuff. Are you submitting to the sex, to the attraction, or are you submitting to the bond as something everlasting? You know what I mean? What is it? I do think there are women who are attractive, who are Decepticon, you know, and I say, you look at a woman and she's, you know, what is y'all know the Brick House song, 36, 38, 34, whatever the numbers are. She's a brick house. I go, those are things that don't qualify a woman to be a good woman. She might be a good time, you know what I mean? But she could be
measurements, okay?
They are just measurements. Right? And so a willingness though, like, so to me, being willing to learn, grow, being willing to forgive, you know, and I don't want to talk about this in the perfect sense because a lot of things are hard to do because we're all walking around unhealed and dating. You know what I mean? We're still working out our stuff, you know? We're still working out our stuff. So I think a good woman to, you know, right now today is honest, you know, who's transparent. You know, a good woman is somebody who can communicate, who's not trying to make you read her mind. You know, who's not trying to make you. Well, if she's a thug, pray for her. So
I got a question for my I'm still a question. Okay. When there's a man online, I'm sorry, but I just have to ask this question. So, Quaylen, are you into roles? Do you feel like the man has a certain role, like men have to build or whatever? I'm talking about in a marriage. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel that there's roles in the relationship, or are you like 50-50, or how? What is your angle on that?
Yeah, so I don't know to what degree you were speaking to because there's a lot of conversation about roles that are all over the place. But I always defer to you know to what I believe in and my faith. And there's scripture where God's telling a woman to do all these things, right? But then right afterwards he says likewise, right, to the man. So the moment he says likewise, it's like everything I just told the woman to do, this applies to you as well, right? And so depending on what we're talking about in roles, you know, the one thing I try to like fundamentally is just, you know, give women all the credit because, you know, there's something that God gave you before you touched earth, which is this ability, you know, to be a woman and to procreate and have, you know, to birth children. So that right there to me is something that regardless of what we think, how we feel, you know, whatever the debate is, that only a woman can do. So that role, you got that role. I don't want that role. So you got that. And with that comes with nurturing. It comes with you know, like I said something before, you also can judge a man or woman by their mom. Like what kind of, you know, what type of condition was the mom in?
Like one of the main questions, you know, that we ask ourselves a lot of times: who raised you?
Yeah. And it goes for the women too, brothers. You know what I mean? You check out the woman, you see if she's acting a fool, she's hard-headed, she don't want to listen, she's stubborn. You know what I mean? Like it will give you a lot of impressions that she's learned from her mother, and that could be other things as well because we know on this show everything applies to everything. But what I'm speaking to is that you look at the relationship with the mom and you'll learn a lot. But I think that I think your question was, what was the question again? Was what's a good one? Right?
I was asking, like, do you believe in roles, and do you feel like the man is a provider,
so
protector? Like, are you down for like the helpmate? Are you down for supporting a woman? You know, a woman staying at home and being the, you know, the helpmate, basically.
No, I think there's a healthy balance of just like not being like, some of those things can become idols, right? Men can look at you and say, you like my dad used to, okay? My dad used to, my dad, I love my dad, but he used to have my mom making cornbread every day. He drive, he came home from work, and with his meal, he had to have cornbread every day. And there are men who's
was
like,
your mom a stay-at-home mom, or did she have a job?
A lot of the time she was a stay-at-home mom, but there was a lot of times she was working night shift and all that. And so the roles are something that I think that have changed, because now my dad is cooking and doing the laundry and doing everything else. You know what I mean? That my mom was doing. So the bigger thing is not to get stuck on the roles. And again, just going back to the heart, because a man could do
what works for each
a lot of things.
Household.
Yeah, a man could do a lot of things that women do. You know, a man who's making $500,000 a year can wash the dishes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can cook if he wants to. You can actually empower him and say, you don't have to do these things, and I'll do it. But it doesn't have to be that way. You know what I mean? So it has more to do for me is with the heart. The roles are something that, you know, have to be more gender. You know what I mean? Like, only a woman can have a child. You know, I know men who
are basically in 2022, what you're saying is it's basically whatever works best for you and your household, whatever whatever you guys can come to agreement on. Correct?
I mean, take the ego out of it, though. You know what I mean? Like, some women. So here's what I've seen. I've seen women make more money than their man, and treat men the same way women treat men treat women who make more money than a woman. And that has to, and it tells you that that has more to do with the heart and with the ego than it has to do with the roles that we play.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We're about to go ahead and play a game now. Quaylen, did you want to go ahead and play the game with us? The who's most likely?
You want to take a shot?
Oh yeah, let's see this.
Oh, he's excited. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. What we got here? Okay. So who's gonna go with their questions first? We're just
But
getting the
questions
names.
were over there.
Okay.
What happened to them?
They were over there on the table.
Oh,
Let's have a
Hey, at least I drink this one. It's not blurry. Like,
well, we can take a.
No, we're gonna play this game. Quaylen, you gonna play with us?
Mm-hmm.
The best of your
Yeah.
knowledge, I guess, because you don't really know it.
Yeah. Let's see.
But it's fun. It's always fun.
he knows Jay Talese very well, though.
Now, I've been picking up vibes for everybody though, so we're gonna see what's up.
Okay.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, you do vibes, and you have watched the show a couple
He's
of
very
times.
intuitive.
So I think
He's kind of.
it'll be
He's
fun.
got to know us through the week.
It's just a game.
What are we waiting on?
Oh, we're waiting to get the cue card.
We have to get our
cards
thing.
together.
I don't know if
Can
you
you see it? Oh, we would like to see your nice smile, Quaylen. Can we see you smile?
I know.
Can you-
Look at my smile right there.
No.
He doesn't
We
want
want you
to
in
turn
person.
He doesn't
Come
want
on,
to turn
Cruise Lounge.
You're gonna be able to see me anyway where I'm at.
where you at? What type of
See, look at all that judgment.
got
See,
going
see
on,
men?
Quaylen?
I want all the men to see all that judgment just happened really quick. You know, I'm in some dirty strip club. You know, there's real smoky.
Stop it.
Where are you though?
See that pregnant pause, that long pause? I did that on purpose. So it'd be really awkward. I'm not answering your question. I said I'm right here with you. What are we talking about? Let's go.
To the strip
Oh,
club.
okay.
To the strip club.
I'm at my mama's house.
Ah, okay. We see you. Okay.
All right, ready to play, Quaylen? Let's go. Here we go.
Let's get it.
You want to? It doesn't matter.
I'm ready. Okay. First question: who's most likely to flirt with a cop to get out of a ticket?
Ooh, royalty.
Oh, God!
Oh,
Why do you know that?
Royalty wins.
Royalty wins.
They do.
Look at that. I got that one right. I'm good.
Look at you, Quaylen. Look at you. Go ahead. Why do I have
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Take that compliment. Let's do that a little bit. Okay. Next question. Who's most likely to trick off on a man? Wow. Wait. What's tricking off on a man?
Like money wise, you know, when you
Like get him for his dough, get him for his paper?
paying for his stuff.
Oh, it's not Jay.
I was the one over there. I'll date a broke dude. I'll date these two. I'll date a broke dude.
No, not me.
Paying for his
No, not
stuff.
that.
Paying for stuff. Yeah, they will.
No, not
These two
Where
will.
did you put
And nobody said royalty
And nobody said Jay.
or Jay.
No.
Wow.
Who do you say, Quaylen?
I'm saying royalty again. I'm just gonna stick with the
You
woman
know,
Oh.
the Bachelorette.
Well,
I'm just going against the grain.
okay.
No worries.
Okay, next one. Who's most likely to get kicked off of an airplane?
Ooh. All four of y'all.
Oh no.
Hey, Jay.
Me?
Jay definitely not.
I am precious. I would never do anything.
Okay, I'll look to the back.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what it would be, but I just feel something would be.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it depends on which one.
And they would like cut us off.
Yeah, we all be just motion on the plane.
Okay,
I'm
next one.
not with her.
Who's most likely after one date to be in love?
Oh, man.
We
already know who this
I'm,
Me? Oh, I know my name.
I'm saying-
Who do you say, Quaylen?
I'm gonna say Jay. She got her guard up right now.
Oh, okay.
After one date,
That
I'm
makes
in
no
love.
sense, though. If her guard's up, why would she be in love after one date?
Because when God, when
It's
I have a belief.
Keisha. Okay.
I don't know about that one.
Okay. Next one. Who's most likely to sleep with a guy on a first date?
Oh, they already said today. They already said. They,
Ah.
Who did you guys
Sonia, you talking to Sonia?
You said about the first,
Wow.
Who are you talking
Who
about,
do you
Quaylen?
say?
Who do you say, Quaylen?
Ooh, this one. No, I'm undecided on this one.
between
The two choices.
Yeah,
Royalty or Sonia?
So I'm gonna say Sonia. I already got royalty 3 times already. I'm gonna say Sonia.
Oh, wow. Sonia. Hitting the pins on the first night. Okay. Next one. Who's most likely to fall in love fast?
Oh, no. Fuck no.
Yeah, you put it up right. Mine is Jay.
No, I didn't. Hell no.
She's in denial.
Why is it me?
Because you don't like to be alone.
You know what I would say? I feel like I'm living.
You accept
You
I'm
putting my name up. I'm thinking, am I accepted for love?
Yes, you
So-
are a sucker.
So listen,
Who do you have on that one, Quaylen?
Which you are going to give a dick?
you know, I'm gonna say Jay. She's yet to see the world yet. But let me say, but I want to say something about Keisha. When you said that she always did something, people that always go through something and say it was a mistake, right? You learn. Eventually you learn. And it's the one thing that will be in your mind to make you not be that way. What's happening?
Enough, just on
Somebody on TikTok, like they keep
come
coming
through.
on, they come on quick
quick.
for you to
And so
invite
you
them on, and by the
I wasn't
time
paying
it
attention.
gets up, they click
They
off.
click off.
Oh, it's funny. But say that again, Quaylen, because they were being rude. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, so you were saying Keisha had she's had this experience of falling in love quick, and the point of it is that over time, if you've made the same mistake over and over again, there's something about those experiences that eventually start to mold you to where you have this reservation. So I don't believe that will last forever, and it'll be something that will change. And so because you know better.
You have to wake up. You have to wake up. And
Yes, you can't. You can't go that way. And sometimes it's happening that way, and it's taking longer because you need it to take that long for you to get it in your mind. So I don't believe everybody who makes the same mistake is going to always make the same mistake.
You're
forever.
absolutely right. Okay. So next question: who's most likely to never be alone?
Oh, shit. We already know.
Keisha put up herself, so I'm going with Keisha.
No, who else on that?
Me.
What's Royalty say?
Okay,
Royalty, I
question.
can't see yours. We can't see
Next
yours.
question.
Explain.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Oh, who
You
did
are
you
not
think?
alone. When Keisha put hers up, I was like, gotta be Keisha, because she's speaking from her heart. She put her own self up.
That's true. That's true. Okay, who's most likely to not to include the happy hour girls in her business commercials? Oh, we already know that. Oh, Quaylen, have you ever went on to royaltywills.com and checked out any of her products?
You can buy some for your girl.
No. Like you talking about the sex toys?
Oh, no, she's talking about anything. She has all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and I have a beauty line.
She has a beauty line.
Okay, my bad. So you need to tell everybody about your business because everybody doesn't know about your business. So
I know.
It's
Let
like
me tell you something, Quaylen. Real
Wait,
quick.
Quaylen, as an outsider, are you saying that everybody who thinks it's about sex?
No,
it's
what
about
it
sex,
is,
it's sex.
Quaylen, is I had gifted these
Quaylen
ladies
sounds so hard.
because I'm 50. But I had gifted these ladies some eyelashes and told them, where are the lashes? I want to take pictures. I want to put it on my website because I'm a person that helps out. I'm here every Friday for free.
Can I tell you to say that we're all here for free?
And so my point was, let's help each other. You know, let's help each other. And they did. I don't know where those lashes are at.
My lashes are my car.
So when I had another commercial, they will not be invited. When I have my new lip gloss line, I will not give them any. Anything else, they will not be gifted.
So basically, royalty, you're just telling America how you're shutting us off?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me explain in my defense.
I don't feel coming out.
No.
I don't want to hear it.
No, like
You guys don't want to hear it.
Next question. Who's most likely to ghost a man?
To ghost the man?
to ghost, I think.
Sonia.
Oh, yeah. Not
Oh.
me, not me.
Absolutely.
Ghost. I hate
You
ghosting.
can turn them quick.
No, I don't date, but if it's somebody that that I would talk to him about it.
I think
just
Sonia
disappear.
is
I
the
think
one that would
Sonia.
go.
Sonya's like,
Definitely.
Okay. I
She'd
think
be
so.
like,
On to the next one. On to the next
You
one.
represent. Give me a high five, Sonia. Like, telling the real. Alrighty. Well, my questions aren't down here, but I have one.
Okay.
So, who's most likely, if we're on vacation, to get locked up in a Mexican jail?
Okay.
Royalty.
Me?
Why me?
I don't want to lose my prince. Why me?
The same reason why you get us kicked off a plane. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
The same way you
It's
have a
just
gun.
baby, because you a thug. Maybe because you a thug.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
goodness. Am I a thug to you, Franklin?
No, you are you're a child of God, and everything is beautiful, and you wear a crown over your head.
I'm in charge of
You have a crown on your head.
Thank you.
Do you know what? Do you know what?
Take that crown off.
Have you heard?
Have you heard
referred to? She's in charge of the girls. Do you know where that comes from?
Say it one more time.
Like, have you heard us say the saying like, "Oh, royalty, she's in charge of the girls"? Do you know what movie that comes from?
A black movie.
Who's in charge of the girls? Little trivia.
No.
No.
Oh, Harlem Nights. That would be Harlem Nights. Stella Reese.
Oh wow, wow.
Have you ever seen Harlem Nights?
And now you playing. Now you talking about me now.
He's like, yeah, I'm pulling his back.
You did.
I'm like, now you trying me now. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course I've seen Harlem Nights.
Oh, okay.
You shot off the woman's foot,
Her toe.
Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, her toe.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. We just thought we'd throw a little game back on you, sweetie pie.
Why you guys think I'll get us arrested? Because I'm having pounds or something? I'll just
Wow. Yeah.
Why would you think pounds are
You thought pounds of something else, but just pounds.
and we just gonna get arrested?
Okay, well, we're going to talk about, I don't know if you have been up on what's going on with, let's talk about this first. California woman went on Craigslist. She found two sofas that were free. These two sofas were from a relative that had passed. So while cleaning the furniture, she found $36,000. She immediately returned the money to the family, and they only gave her $2,200.
It was 36,000.
Yeah.
And they were 2,200.
She didn't even have to do that, but she turned it back in, and they gave her $2,200.
Maybe that was for
They didn't, but why are you giving it back?
Maybe it was, well, that was good on her part.
Because she's so dark. Because there's always good people with good hearts. They'll be like, hey,
She was not needed.
I bought this couch.
It was free, and the person died, and so the family didn't even know that money was there. So there's no way. There's no way.
I'm not talking.
Thank you, Jesus, for the blessing.
That's like
That's why stealing.
If somebody tell me, if I feel it in my spirit to do whatever, then I'm gonna follow it. And that's probably what happened. That probably is what happened to her. She still came came up on $2,200.
I'm talking that
day.
I'm sorry.
And she wasn't looking for somebody to give her back the money. She was really returning the money. Like,
He couldn't have been black.
money.
That's all I gotta say.
It doesn't matter if she was whatever color she was.
You would have gave it back?
I would have given it back and be like, hey. Yeah, I'd be like, hey,
If
you know
your
that.
spirit told you to.
Yeah, you don't know what her.
I got it. No, she didn't. She got it for free. So she just went and picked it. You know, if you put something on the damn front.
And then she came up on 2,200. You don't know what that family has to do.
Man, they didn't even know that the money.
Yeah, but they needed it.
You got a good heart. I got a good heart, but I got a good heart too, bro.
I'll be like, hey, you didn't know that there was money in your couch. I just want to make sure, you know, that you knew there was
I
money
think
in your couch.
they should give. The thing with when you're finding people's money and you give it back, they give you nothing. That was a lot of money. Girl, 10,000 would have been better.
No.
She did not have to give that money back.
And she wasn't giving it back to get blessed with.
Maybe I would have had all my money.
Oh, man, I would have did it.
So you guys are turning wallets to purses and stuff?
I'm not.
Yes, I want somebody to turn my stuff back
A
in.
wallet and stuff like that.
I don't want somebody to
But this
turn
is
my
something
stuff
that you
in.
picked up for free.
When they didn't know that there was anything that even existed.
Exactly.
But
So it's still you took from their house.
I don't care about that. Obviously, there was something going on in that family where the relatives did not tell their ass that she had all that money.
Yeah, you didn't have no bank.
Heartless.
Jake was heartless. Who's heartless? Who's heartless? Who's heartless?
That's not heartless.
Take the bread and run.
Who's heartless?
He knows I don't have a bad.
I didn't say that heartless. He said heartless.
What is your take on that, Quaylen? Are you going with the girl in the black in the middle again?
With the braid.
I couldn't hear the question. Was it about the money in the couch?
Yeah.
It's Jay Heartless. It's Jay Heartless.
We asked who's most likely to keep the bread that's found in the couch.
Oh, Jay. Yeah, Jay's gonna keep the money because she just.
Well, I don't know.
It just depends on the situation. When you get something free
Why?
off the street, no, listen. When you get something free off the street, you don't exchange numbers. You barely even talk. Oh, here's some money. Boo, boo, boo. That's the exchange.
She ain't gonna like my answer. Do you want me to give my reply?
Go ahead, give your answer.
There's these moments. there are these moments in our life where we're going to be judged on things that we could not do or we could do, and nobody would know. And that's, to me, how we define our integrity. So to me, in a situation like that, it's money that did not belong to you. And what we don't know is where that money came from, and we can't make up our values based on circumstances. You know, it's not a value if it's based on depending on the circumstance. So if the circumstance is dictating your value, then you don't have any values. Everything is circumstantial. And so for me, I would give the money. I would take the $2,200 if they were going to give it, and I would go on about my business. It's just money. And also there's so many much more things to come. Like if you think $36,000 is a lot of money, then you know, there's that 36 could turn into 3.6 million just because you gave it back in some way.
Absolutely.
But how often does that happen?
It will. You don't have to.
Where's your faith at? Where's your faith at, woman?
My faith is here, but it's not in my ministry to give back money that I found that these people didn't even know even existed.
But just to be good-hearted to turn the money
I'm
in.
always good-hearted.
Yeah.
How do you know that the Lord just didn't say, here, my daughter?
Yeah, that might have been a gift. That might have been a gift that came to you through the
Through
couch.
the Lord. Like, he's just like, let her go pick this. Out of all the couches on Craigslist, she picked that one.
It got $2,200.
No,
She had to give nothing. They had to give her anything.
And that's what's so sad.
But she didn't have to be honest and turn it in. She was honest and turned it in. They still
She
gave her
don't
something
want
back.
no reward, but she wouldn't say one. And she, how you know it wasn't
I don't think she was.
You don't know how much it is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You probably don't know. It probably was.
Yeah, but wait, well, see, even that case. Yeah, if it was a grip like that, I would give something.
This is why I love your show. That's why I love your guys' show. You guys all have different perspective. You know what I mean? And it's you don't have to agree, you know, with one another. I do think that if I was a dating man, the the woman who wanted to take the money, I would put her on pause.
Like, Jackie is not your type. No, okay.
No, she's not.
Did
But
you
she
say
gonna
you-
make sure the bills get paid though.
Okay.
She's gonna make sure your house is a home.
Yeah, you come over.
She's gonna make sure your house is a
and the
home.
lights and the
your mama
air
ain't gonna
And your mama ain't gonna be involved with her relationship.
Okay.
You make sure
Your
your
mama not gonna be able to come over.
I am a good woman. I don't see
You
anything
are.
wrong
I
with
think
that.
all four of us are.
We
I
are.
Yeah, you all are good women.
You are.
About herself.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't be you guys' friend if I didn't think you guys were good women.
Let me tell you something, Quaylen. I'm glad that you reached out and wanted to come and join us tonight. That was a nice surprise.
Thank you for joining us.
Finally.
That was a nice
Even
surprise.
though you didn't show your face, they don't want to.
Do we?
I am showing my face. You can
do
see my
extend
face
the
right
same
there.
Invitation if we check in the Q's lounge.
No, he would never have.
Really?
Yeah, no. I mean,
It's the middle.
No, it's not
He's gonna
really
make-
because of who we are.
Oh,
you know
wow.
what? You guys inspired.
Your show.
You guys inspire me. Like, there's a show that I was thinking about with all four of you guys, because I tell Jay what's special about all you guys is that you're from the same, like, demographics, and you have experience about having children, having relationships, married, you know what I mean? And then being Black women. I don't know what you do professionally, but there's a lot of things that you guys have to share that that you can give. And so in my space, I would be, it would just be, obviously be a little bit different because I do what I do, but I definitely think that you guys have a lot of value to, being in space. I just wish you were on a little bit earlier because some people are missing out on you guys.
You know what,
We
Quaylen,
appreciate
you didn't
the support.
answer the question. Would you have us
That's
on
what
I said yeah. I said yeah. I said yeah, but I'm watching and listening because I'd like to do things very intentionally. You know what I mean? Like this show, you guys talk about a lot of different things, and there's four different personalities. I'd want you, like for example, I had the thought, even though I didn't have the time, I would have loved to hosted your Mother's Day show because to allow you guys to just be the mothers, you know what I mean? And be able to probe and ask the questions as a man and not get in the way and go into some things that you may not be able to, ask or answer because there's a part of me asking as a son, me asking as a man, could bring out some things that you may not talk about when it's just among women. But I do think there's the season of life that you guys are in. There's a lot of wisdom that you guys have. And that's why I tell Jay to keep doing what you're doing. I love, the craziness of it all,
Thank you. We appreciate that. He said we're crazy.
There are some shows that I tell Jay I ain't watching that show, but I love y'all and and I say don't do anything just because of me. You know what I mean? Do whatever whatever you being moved by. But
we really do
I like
appreciate your feedback, Quaylen. Thank you.
We do appreciate it. And thank you.
Yeah.
Keep our girl motivated and we like
Keep her on her toes.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to see her on this new camera that she got for your show. You know what I mean? Like I've been waiting for a long
Are you
time.
saying that the quality looks like shit?
I didn't say that. See, so this will be the show right here that we could do. Man says something, the woman internalizes and translates it to something completely different than what he said. And now you're having a conversation about something that you shouldn't even have a conversation about.
Quaylen.
You know what I mean? Because communication, because one of my good friends says everything is a conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
They don't know who says that.
We know. It's
They
Jay.
don't know.
We know who says it. Jay Lenise. Jay Lenise says it. Jay Lenise, that's a Jay Lenise quote right there.
But it's applicable always. It's always and for both sides of the coin to be able to, everything's a conversation. So yeah, no, you guys, I love what you're doing. I mean, there's a lot of women that should be watching your show. And one of the things that I asked Jay for you guys was to have conversations talking about women. You know what I mean? The challenges that mistakes that women make. You know,
Yeah.
and I
That's what
think
we're
that
gonna get into. We're gonna get into more of the emotional, like anger and worriedness and different things like that. So we're gonna have a emotional type, mental health
well,
type.
it isn't. Yeah, it doesn't have to be emotional. Just being honest, because I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes you don't
yeah.
want to do something. You know what I mean? Sometimes you want to do something.
Okay,
Just be
let me
honest about
ask you, is there, what, if you can ask all of us, like coming from a woman's perspective, what would you ask us? Like, what do you want to know, or what are some concerns as far as what you think about women?
it.
Like, do you have any?
Consistency.
Mm.
Consistency. Um, you know, there's some things that are good over here and not good over there. I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you something that you know, because I don't want the feminist police to come after me or you know any
Yeah.
um, but so there so the one thing is that you know I respect you women. I respect women altogether. But oftentimes women are not consistent with how they feel, what they think, and what they, you know, will portray as their value or principles or morals. And I'm gonna and it's inconsistent. And I'm saying this because women will say on this platform say what they won't do, right? I won't do this, but then depending on the guy, they will do this for some you know a particular guy but make a claim that I'll never do this and I don't do this, you know.
That's true.
And so in that, like, men are trying, and then in some cases it's like, you know, women say, oh, you know, I want a man to, you know, all this courtship and all these things, but then the reality of it is women are just like men. We're human. will will give things more freely at times. You know what I mean? They say, "Oh, I want a man to buy me dinner and do all these different things," and it's inconsistent. And so the deal with that is you are creating, you know, a condition for men as far as expectations, and women get mad at men for how they are responding to women. You know how they approach you, right? And so are you mad at the men how they approach you, right? But the man is approaching you like that because he's had these experiences with women who have allowed for these things to happen. Where's the accountability for women saying, hey, to the women saying, you women that are doing these things that are allowing men to think this way?
You're right.
And we're
You're wise. How old are you, sir?
I'm 200 years old.
No,
Oh,
no.
no, how old are
So
you?
I'm young. I'm just a little younger than Jay. Um, so I'm 40. I'm
Younger?
47. Yeah, I'm younger. Yeah, she's old.
I'm 46.
Yeah. Well, you know, Solomon was only like 11, or I think it was like 11 or 12 when he became king and got wisdom from God. So it does, age is just a number in that regard.
No, I was just asking because you're still alive.
You'll never change.
You know, before I came on, you guys were singing another song, and I was like, do they actually understand how connected they are? You know what I mean? Like, do you guys even pay attention to how dialed into you guys, to each other you guys are?
We try to be. We try to be.
Get on it.
Thank
So
you,
there was
Quillen.
no.
It was so fun having you on. We loved it.
Yes.
But yeah, we do need to do that show. That would be interesting for you to say what you're saying, and then we have to repeat back what we think you're saying. That would be really good.
When do you come on, Quaylen? Because I want to come in.
He doesn't want us on that show.
I know you
Like I
don't
said,
want us, but you will want me.
No,
So
because y'all gotta.
when do you come on, Quaylen?
Special little things for us.
So tomorrow I'm planning a show. I got a married couple that will be on. The show is going to be called Real Love.
Is
They
it
are
black love? Is it real love, black love, or is it just real love? Is the couple black? I'm just asking.
yeah. So yeah, I want to make you. I think you corrected what you were saying. So because they're a black couple. They're a black couple. I believe they've been married for like 15 plus years or so.
I'm gonna tune in.
Yeah. So we'll do that. But no, I appreciate you having me on. I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time. Jay, you know, I got mad love for you, even though I give you a hard time. I do mean everything that I said. I like what you guys are doing. You're having fun, and you're uninhibited. You can speak your mind and say say what you think and feel. So that's cool.
Thank you, Quaylen. It was really good hearing your point of view. And thank you for playing the game with us.
And you guys can catch him on Q's Lounge. And we are going to end and conclude because we're hungry.
And we're going to come back and play games. But keep
tuning
in.
He's out here. He's going to kick it with us.
Take care.
Take care. Thank you guys for having me.
We appreciate you coming on, Q.
Yes.
All right. Thank you guys. Take care. Peace.
Take care.
Bye. See you later.
Oh.
All right, ladies. This is time that we end.
God.
It's been a wonderful day.
Oh, you're out? You're not playing games?
Happy Friday.
Oh, they're ready to conclude. She's over here being time in for the night. And
okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and sign on off. We thank you for joining us this evening on this lovely Friday. We should see you next Friday. Signing off. Bye-bye.
Bye, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Much love, peace, and blessings. And we'll see you next Friday. Oh, somebody has to click it off.
It was on and on. It was quick on the TikTok.
Yeah, it's. Oh, okay, wait.